Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/LoganRobo. Tonight's game is Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, a super serious game about the legal system. Now, if you'll excuse me, a monkey is ratatouilleing our client, and an elephant is beating up our teenage ninja thief sidekick. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing here? I see that Extemporaneous was here bright and early with a lurk and a random Transformers check. Road Hugger. Who is Bro? And why does Bro hug the road? You know, I always get Road Hugger mixed up with another Transformer named Road Grabber. So if I'm getting them the right, I think Road Hugger he's a Micromaster. He's a little tiny guy. Road Grabber, though, however, is on this picture on the wall behind me. Right about, wait. Right there, I think it's hard to tell with a little tiny thing, but yeah. So yeah, Exterminators, would you rather hug a road or grab a road? And also, would you rather live in an amusement park or a zoo? I feel like amusement park. Zoos would be awesome, but it would require. Thank you, Weedle. Wait, who?
They gotta be running out of names at Transformers HQ. Skull.
Okay, what amazes me is that there's this guy who was a part of the original team for Transformers way back in the 80s who's appeared at a number of conventions, Flint Dilly, and he's like appeared at conventions, and during things, he doesn't know the names of any of them that he made in the 80s, and so he'll just rattle off fake names and stuff like that. Dude is like a font of fake names. Some of them aren't that great. Some of them are beautifully not great. Like he one time said like a Transformer named Corn Dog. I think that'd be perfect. But thank you very much, Wendy, for the 10 bits. How are you doing, Wendy? So good to see you. Oh, and there's a poll. Logan knows the Muffin Man how to get to Sesame Street. Nothing like Jon Snow. The Trouble I Seen. Or Little About Women. Or maybe About Little Women, the book. No, I haven't read the book. But yeah, to finish that, would you rather that Extemporaneous gave? Amusement park. Zoo would be fun, but it would require a lot of upkeep and probably smell bad. So I think amusement park. Although the local amusement park here in Utah used to have goats that lived underneath one of the roller coasters. I don't know why. It seems like that would be unpleasant for them. Rukov says, if Logan knew the Muffin Man, that's a Rukov poll, you can tell. Do you think he would set Logan up on a date? I don't think so, because he's a Muffin Man, not a wing man.
Hey guys, Beef is back. I'm in a rough spot. My husband just died because apparently being 39 years old when you are a fruit fly is a bad sign that my son died because I accidentally stepped on him anyways. Daddy, you're going to be a grandfather. I just had another son with my dead husband, yes.
Well, okay, well, I guess if you're the one birthing the baby, then you could do it. Thank you for the Beef Longa, TTS Oak. I appreciate that. We're getting even more Beef Longa lore, more lore. Oh, we already got some posts over on YouTube. I see Mafiosa says, I feel no pain. Can you say the same? Nope, my life is painful. Mafiosa, I think it was today, I checked the channel, and I think you had randomly like popped in because it was emote only while I was gone and like posted an emote. So how are you doing, Mafiosa? Opinion says, hello. Mafiosa says, I'm actually hidden hand, by the way. I'll go to Twitch too. Also, you're the same person. It's like an alt. Says you can call me Mafiosa now, by the way. Why is the stream later tonight? It was like 5 minutes late, I think, tonight, opinion. But thank you very much. But oh, hidden hand, I can't change it. Whatever I know you as when I first know you, I know you as forever. You're forever a hidden hand to me. But how you guys doing? Queen Katie says, howdy. How you doing, Queen Katie? Oak says, oh, I just realized there is a stream tonight. Yes, there is. We're gonna do some more Ace Attorney shenanigans. Chase the Bunny says, objection. Thank you for typing that and not doing the sound alert, Chase. That is what a respectable person does. Quickity says, I'm hyped for more of my boys tonight, hopefully. Oak says, I thought it was today that was canceled, but it's tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. We would normally have a stream. No stream tomorrow. I have an improv thing, but we will still have Sundays, so do remember that. Oh, it's Vero. Thank you, Vera. I was worried you wouldn't be here because you were posting on Discord a couple hours ago, and I thought Vera's gonna go to sleep. I'm excited. Vero, how are you doing? So good to see you. Okay, let's load up the game. We're 6 minutes in the stream. I bet I'm already 4 or 5 minutes behind. But let's at least load up the game so you have something more interesting to look at than just an empty prison here. I believe, if I remember correctly, we were in the prison yard talking to Regina Berry or doing an investigation of some sort. I think something like that sounds about right. An elephant tried to murder Kay, as elephants do. There's the thing, once you get an animal intelligent enough, then murder becomes possible. So yeah, we're talking to Regina Berry here. Let's see, Oak says, hi everyone. Atlantic says, hey. Quicket said, I would have streamed today and rated ya, but Twitch had to be rude about highlights, so I was doing that first instead. I'm sorry that you gotta go do all that, Queen Katie. Is it going well? Are you backing up your VODs okay? And then the Mantis emote said, my emote gives me joy. Wendy says, hi, I'm running to take a shower. I'll return in like 10 minutes. See, when you get back in 10 minutes, Wendy? And thank you also earlier for the 10 bits. Let's see, Nora says, hey, nerds. Wendy said, okay, shower time for me, BRB. Nora says, Wendy. Nora, as soon as you got here, Wendy's leaving to go take a shower. Rast says, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between or outside. I want to say otherwise for some reason. How you doing, Rast? Good to see you here. Let's see. Hidden Hand says, okay. Opinion says, maybe my brain's messing with me for some reason. I don't remember a stream starting earlier. I started at the same time. Yeah, okay. You're starting to... The gaslighting was setting in. I was getting worried for a second. Said I have a weird day. That's probably why. Well, I hope your day is like good though, even if it's weird. Hidden Hand said, do you like this profile picture? I can't see it on my screen. It's tiny. I cannot tell what it is. I'll have to check it out, I think, later when I can enlarge it, but I hope it is good. Okay, let's talk to Regina Berry and then I'll read some more in the chat. The Circus Show. Can you tell me about the show? Oh, it's a wonderful thing. It even has a story. And not just any story, it's a love story. Isn't that dreamy? And she's French, so it's going to be very inappropriate loving. Oh, and the poll is done. 85% say that Logan knows little about women, with Nora contributing 900 channel points. That is fair. That is fair. I know that women apparently don't particularly care for me. I feel so bad. So I went to the gym this afternoon, as I do, and for some reason, there were just inexplicably a bunch of like cute girls at the gym. And it's awful because when I go to the gym, I'm gross. I'm disgusting. I'm in my grubby gym clothes. I'm trying to just keep to myself. And it just kind of made me sad because like these girls are cute. I'm not talking to any of them though. But thank you very much for the poll. I appreciate that. And let's continue playing here. I got distracted. Sounds like a regular riot. So who's the star of the show? Let me guess. You? Oh no, silly. That would be Asia. And she falls in love with none other than Regent the tiger. Interspecies love. It is a heart-rending saga of forbidden interspecies romance. So if a lion and a tiger have a baby, it's a liger. What would a lion and an elephant? A lelephant? A ligaphant? An elephiger? Well, what would they be? Oh, and here's a pin message. Already, wow, a name fact already? Written by Queen Katie, pinned by Vera, said Regent, the tiger's Japanese name is Rato, which is the Japanese word for tiger, Tora. Backwards. Oh, so Rato. I said also her French name is Kishik, which is phonetically similar to Ki-shik, who bites. Chique is French slang for to bite. Okay, now we're done with the case 2 name facts. Guys, I don't think we're gonna be done. I think it's gonna be more. They're going to arrive soon when we least expect it. But thank you, Queen Katie. We salute you for always being so dutiful, dutiful with those name facts. Well, Nelly, I've heard of odd couples, but that takes the biscuit. And that's not all. There is a love triangle too. It's so romantic. Is the other one going to be the monkey? Money the monkey? That sounds pretty incredible, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? So, the elephant is the heroine? I suppose there's a first time for everything, huh?
I think the sore throat plague in chat is spreading because even THOM like continents away and I can feel that bad itch in my throat, but not quite there yet.
No, that's what I'm talking about a couple of streams ago, or it was a couple of days ago. I can't remember, maybe it was last stream. But yeah, like the night before I get a cold, I always feel that. I'm sorry, Vero! Get plenty of fluids and make sure you're taking care of yourself. Your continent's away, that's why it took longer to get to you. It's like, a plane flight is shorter when you're just going like a little shorter distance. But get feeling better, Vero. I'm sorry that you're sick, but thank you so much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate it. Let's get where we have some background music again, and that's hopefully not just a droning circus theme. Then I'll read some more in the chat. But everyone wish Vero to get better. And who's the third wheel? Oh, that would be the big old meanie who tries to tear our star-crossed levels apart. What animal do you think it is, Mr. Edgeworth? Give me options. Given that it's a circus, perhaps a lion? I feel like we'd see the lion somewhere. Then again, we don't see the tiger. We got some music now. I can read some of the chat. Nora says, Oak! Oak says, I love beef. Thank you again for that beef longa TTS, Oak. I appreciate it. Wendy says, hi, Nora. I'll be back in 10 minutes. I've been deep cleaning my room and desperately need a shower. Weedle said, Logan, is the font the old Transformers... Wait, Logan, is the font on the starting the old Transformers 1986 movie? Oh, on my starting screen? So like when we switch over to this, it is not, sadly. I wish I had that font. That is a friend of mine, our good buddy Chief Asian, provided me with the assets for that. It's some other font. I wish it was, but it's got a nice metallic sheen to it. But how you doing, Weedle? I hope you're doing better today. I hope things are going well for you. I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys heard. It sounds like Weedle had a package that was delivered. He pre-ordered a plush from, was it Rain World? That got stolen, I guess, by porch pirates or something. I'm sorry, Weedle. Nora says, Wendy, go ahead. And then Oak. Oak says, hi. Rast says, up, Oak. Nora said, you did not respond to any of my texts. I am saddened. Oak said, you have my phone number, question mark? Quick said, by the way, Logan, I finally finished case 2 on my side of AAI2 on the DS. It is not because it is long. I just forgot to finish it. But it is long. I don't know if you've noticed, this is a long case. We've been doing so many streams with this, and I think last time you guys said we just reached the halfway mark. It's long, so I probably should play some more of it. But I'm so happy to see all you guys. I know I probably say that a lot, but it's like every single stream, because of my imposter syndrome, every single stream I start up, I'm like, this is gonna be the one. Nobody's gonna show up. It's gonna be the end. They're all gonna realize that they don't wanna hang out with me anymore. And then you guys get here, and I get so happy. So thank you all for being amazing. I love and appreciate you all. Given that it's a circus, perhaps a lion? I think a raven would be cool, like the Yanagarasu. It's gonna be the Money the Monkey, right? Nope, it is a sneaky monkey! See, I'm better at guessing animals than Edgeworth. I mean, I could have said lion as well, but since that wasn't my real guess, I would have been lion. That's certainly lowered the stakes. Oh, you mean money, right? Not again! The role of the monkey is played by Simeon. So he's the monkey that's trying to get it on with an elephant and or a tiger, huh? Well, he's got an interesting job. Money is foul to what?
We always love these streams, Logan. Even if you don't think they're good, hanging out with you is always fun and entertaining. We love you, Longa. Boo.
Ah! There it was. Thank you so much for the 10 bits. I think it's not so much that I think that my streams aren't good. I just think that everybody has so much better things to do with your time and better people to watch. And so I'm just like, why do all these amazing people watch me? And so I'm very grateful for you all. And I appreciate you all, and thank you for the 10 bits. And even though I probably say it a lot, I probably don't say it enough. Like, you all are amazing, and you're fantastic. As I said, I love and appreciate you all, and I get excited to hang out with you guys, so thank you all for being here. Money is far too small to play against Azia and Regent, silly! Anyway, the evil villain tries to tear Azia and Regent apart. What will become of the fated twosome? Will they become a fated threesome?
I'm sorry to ask, but what else can I do at almost 6 in the morning?
Oh, I know what I like. If I had the choice, and I don't want to plant these ideas in your head, Vero. But if I had the choice at 6 in the morning, I would sleep. Huh? Thank you for those 10 bits,
Hey
Vero.
guys, I think I have created a monster. My 9-minute-old son is now a mafia boss, and I think I am being hunted down. I'm going into hiding, and I think I may not be back for at least 7 years. If I don't return, I am dead.
Well, you guys heard that. No more Beef Longa for 7 years. I should turn off the Beef Longa TTS. No more, he's gone. Because we got a yes and to stuff. If that's what Beef said, Beef's gonna be gone for 7 years. But thank you very much, Oak, for the 50 bits and the Beef Longa TTS. Thank you again, Vero, for the 10 bits. And for, like, waking up early for this stream. Because you could sleep in. Vero said 7 years, 8th attorney reference. Oh, that's right, he's gonna get his attorney's badge taken away. And just become a pianist with a T instead. Thank you for the pin message, Vero. What will become of the fated twosome is so exciting, isn't it? Wow, it sure is! Hope the animals do it on stage. So, Mr. Saint was more than just the little helper he claims to be. Per Simeon, it'd be terrible if he couldn't perform this as anymore. Is that gonna help his alibi, though? Because what time do we think the murder didn't... Aren't we trying to claim the murder took place during the show? Wouldn't that put him on stage? Wouldn't people already know that? Okay, show preparations. Can you tell me about how you said...
What?
What?
I go independent. Oh, I would absolutely like to work alongside you. I almost said love. I almost said the L word. I would absolutely lesbians to work alongside you, Fat Yakuya. You're magnificent.
Wow, what a Logan clip roulette. For those such as Nora and Oak who are still playing through Danganronpa, the first one, that was, oh crap, what do we call that? It was the ultimate summer camp. There's a Danganronpa sort of spin-off game. It's a weird spin-off game where basically it takes all the characters from all 3 games, including like the dead ones, and they interact and have fun little cutscenes. I never finished it though. It has some board game elements in it, almost like a Mario Party, but also some like turn-based combat against monsters. It's a weird game, but that's why we can have Shuichi from the 3rd game interacting with. I just still love those sprites for Fat Byakuya. Anyway, let's play it a little bit more, and then I will read some more in the chat. I promise I've not forgotten you, chat. I love you so much. I will read you, chat. I'll read you so good. Can you tell me more about how you set things up for the performance? Oh, that is not really my area. Simeon took care of all the lifting and carrying. He's such a sweetie. What's that? Oh, it's a Wendy shout out.
Okay, that's pretty good damage.
Oh, it's a Karibo.
What the
That one never gets old.
I just
Just Kaiba getting angry.
Oh my god!
You punk! Hurry up!
Okay. Holy crap!
With the Beef!
Guys, I really just did
I
it.
didn't know they could interrupt
I
like
can't
that.
believe
No,
what
I-
I've done. I killed my son with my bare hands, which are metal. Now I should add they got cut off in the war, but that's a different story. My metal hands were very effective, but I am also haunted by my actions. I will forever be irredeemable, and will be condemned to the abyss for as long as I live.
So, I guess 7 years have already come and gone quickly, and Beef Longa now has metal hands, because he lost his hands in the war. A little bit more lore for you. You probably didn't know this, Oak, but we did establish that Beef Longa was once married to a lovely young lady, but she ran off with a salmon. So that is also established lore. Just in case you're wondering, she left him for a salmon. But thank you very much for the Beef Longa TTS and the 50 bits. I'm amazed you still have bits. You've done so many of these Beef Longa TTSs. I'll read 1 or 2 more comments in the chat because I am already behind with the ba-ba-ba.
Totally using Logan's platform here, but Wendy's affiliate anniversary is on the 23rd. Everyone say congrats to Wendy.
Oh, hey!
Yo, buddy.
Well, okay, I'll say that in a second. That little kid looks like Kurapika.
Yeah!
Kurapika is drowning. Doesn't he? Am I the only one who looks like a little Kurapika? Okay, so thank you for the Queen Katie shout out.
Yeah!
Vero! And thank you for the Queen Katie shout out. Thank you, Vero, for the 10 minutes. Yes, so we all gotta say it. So the 23rd, 3 days away. Congratulations. Happy affiliate anniversary to Wendy. Happy affiliate anniversary to Wendy. Happy affiliate anniversary, dear Wendy. Happy affiliate anniversary to Wendy. Yay. You gotta do some more streams, Wendy. I really enjoyed those, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tabletop games stream that you were doing. But again, congratulations, Wendy. I guess, happy anniversary. Is that the proper terminology? Congrats and happy anniversary. All the good things, Wendy. You're awesome. Okay. I need to read a couple comments in chat. I see we're 20 minutes into the stream. We're already having to put the Twitch chat on slow mode because I'm so far behind. Oak says, are you the spam risk calls I've been getting? Oh, is that Nora? Is Nora spam calling you? Vera said, I fixed my sleep schedule. Salute. I fixed it in what way? Because I feel like you're up even earlier now. Are you good, Vero? Like, what is your sleep schedule now? Quikita says Vero. Oak says Vero. Nora says, yes, Vero.
I'm gonna stream this weekend.
Hey!
Plus, I wanna cook up some more Go content, so yeah, less than 3 more streams shall return.
Nice! I hope it's on a day and time that I'm able to go check it out. Because, like, sometimes I've checked my phone, I've seen notifications, and it's like I'm gone, I'm out and about, and I'm doing stuff, and I'm like, oh, sorry. But I even if I'm not able to be there, I hope the streams go awesome, Wendy, because as previously established, you are awesome. And again, congratulations, and thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Rast says, hey, Vero. Chase the Bunny said, just so you know, my name is pronounced more like Chaz, and not Chase, but you're good. Oh, you hear that? It's the Chaz, like from Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, yay!
We don't have slow mode on out of necessity. Mods just hate us.
Together. What do you
Boo.
think?
Okay. Angry boobies. They're angry. They have like angry eyebrows on them out of chest hair. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I should stop talking about chest hair on boobs. But thank you so much. And that was a Nora shout out. We got a little bit of Chie content, which is always nice. So thank you very much for the 10 bits. Okay, I should probably play some game then instead of reading chat. But I will say Chaz the bunny. I will try to pronounce it correctly from now on. You're early enough into the correcting me in that. Unlike Rukov, I can never correct the pronunciation on Rukov. But thank you very much, Chaz the bunny. Okay, let's play a little bit more. He is such a sweetie. I failed to do everything by telling me to concentrate on this show. I did see him doing something something near that well, though. Oh, well, I recall seeing one behind the stage. Oh, is that because when we looked at it before, we weren't able to click everything? I'm guessing we had to wait until we had talked to her for her to tell us. Now we'll be able to go back and click everything. I should examine it in more detail. You should have seen him moving those huge cages around all by himself. He's a total hero. Yeah, sounds like something he would do. Weeping all the while. He was going back and forth between the yard here and some sort of workshop with all the equipment. He also carried a dead body over there at one point. The prison gave us special permission to use it for storage, but he was the only one who went down there, so I don't know much more than that. The workshop must be the one where Knight's body was found. Okay, so again, because of the tarps, one of the cages that he was taking over there definitely had the body in it. He probably didn't realize it. I wonder if it was in it with the tiger. Maybe he was still alive when the little mink thing covered in mud killed him, and then the tiger just you know. I guess this confirms that Mr. Saint was the only performer to have gone into Workshop A. Well, this sucks. All we're getting is information that works against us. You have to help Simeon, Mr. Attorney. We're all counting on you. Just leave it to us. He may not look it. But Mr. Edgeworth knows how to get things done. And what exactly is he may not look it supposed to mean? Means you don't look like you get it done. It's Lagarde over here to the far right. There you are. Regina Cupcake. I hope we get to see what her character design is underneath that coat, because so poofy. I don't know. She better be either really fat or really skinny, or multiple Lagardes stacked on top of each other, or maybe just a bunch of minks. And yeah, so, oh, there's a poll and it's almost done. I didn't even notice it. Chat survey. Is the music loud? Yes or no? Huh? Actually, I clicked the wrong thing. Let me know, I guess. Quick80 says, I got half of my streams downloaded and a good chunk of my playthroughs on my YouTube channel now. I'm sure I'll be done this weekend, so it's not the end of the world. Well, I'm glad that you're able to, like, at least have time to get it all done. It'd be awful if they didn't give you the opportunity. Quick80 said, I feel bad for the folks with, like, 1K hours, though. And the poll is done. 80% said no. So thank you very much for the chat, Sruvi. Nora said, Oak, we can maybe watch Psyche K this weekend. Vera says, hi guys. Oak with a smile. Vera said, was closed my tabs. I was translating. Been a while. Well, what were you translating, Vero? Rast says, sup, Vero, how you doing? Vera said, doing good. Nora said, ew, love, gross. Rast says, that's great. I'm up and streaming right now, so I am doing well today. Nice, hope it's going well. Hope you're having fun. Oak says, hey guys, can I have $800 real quick? What do you need the $800 for, Oak? Nora said, wait, girls go to the gym? I can never go again. Women are so scary. But Nora, have you been going to the gym before this point? Really? Like, I feel like most people say they go and then they don't go. I should play a little bit more. Oh, well done, Lagarde! I've been simply dying to sit down for a chat, you exquisite little thing. Oh, can I walk? Oh, hey, you two. Hey, you having a private conversation? I'm just gonna stand right here. So should I look at, I think I should look at the well first. Well. What have we here? We should also save periodically. Because we are somehow almost a half hour into chat, even though I've done nothing. Not even reading chat, not even playing the game. Just distracting myself. Nora said, or read that. Hidden Hand says, hello, I'm here now. Also, by the way, these plushies are real. Oh, Edgeworth and K. Oh, and there's a K plushie? I'm not surprised about Edgeworth. I didn't know K got a plushie. Do they have a Gumshoe plush yet? Nora said, why? Raz says, I am flat broke. Sorry. Oak says, misogynist Nora. Ark said, I want speakers so bad. Nora says, no, I'm just scared of them. Quick, said, chat, imagine me as that flat Ralsei sprite from Deltarune right now. Did you guys see what I said about Deltarune? Okay, I don't think this is a spoiler or anything. It wasn't until, what was it, like a week ago? I posted this on Discord. I suddenly realized Ralsei is just like the letters rearranged for the name Asriel. Am I dumb? Okay, wait, that's already checked off, so I guess we can't look at the well yet? Maybe we have to talk to the two. I hate that you're here. I hate your existence, bro. Why are you a thing that takes place in this world? Huh?
Yes.
Oh, that's all. I thought it was Oak, and so I was waiting for a boo. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. So yeah, apparently I'm dumb for not realizing this. I did know, because Ray mentioned on Discord, I did know that Deltarune is Undertale letters rearranged. But I guess I didn't think of character names. The prison. Do you mind if I ask a little about the prison? Oh, not at all. This place is my pride and joy, my home. Sure, it was a prison when I first arrived, and it was awful, an utter disgrace. Awful? I suppose you mean the prisoners were unruly? I most certainly do not. They're angels, every one of them, and they always have been. No, it was the ambiance that was awful. I fretted, I brooded, and then it hit me. The animals. If anyone could brighten up the place, it was them. It's nice having them around. Isn't it just? And now look at my fabulous little family. Why, my darling Frankie is the picture of rehabilitation. Oh, Frank Sawit? Because he's a model prisoner, as we all know. Except when he's rifling through dead men's pockets. And there might be other times. We don't know what he does in his alone time in his cell. Mr. Sawit. We have so many success stories among the family, but darling Frankie really is a marvel. He's thrown himself into his vocational training and is always the first to volunteer for everything. What, and your other model prisoners don't do that? Oh, of course they do, my dear, of course. They're all such tryers, such doers. It's just that Frankie, let's just say, he knows what's good for him. Nothing ominous about that at all. What exactly does she mean by that? Why not ask her? Miles? Anyway, he's a very good boy, so do try to be nice to him, won't you? Oh, we should present evidence to her. Have we done that to her before? I don't know if we have. Let's show her metal detector. I've given all my love to this place. In fact, no one who's in it has ever left. Our bonds are as strong as iron. That's a very roundabout.
Every time we pass by Sahid, I always think that he reminds me of Randall Weems from Recess.
Okay, I have to give you guys another shameful Logan confession. I have never actually seen an episode of Recess, so I don't know the characters' names. Is Randall the one that he looks to me kind of like Moe the bartender from The Simpsons if he was a kid, kind of hunched over? Oh yeah, because doesn't he do like the hands things? That's got to be who it is, right? I think I've never actually seen an episode of Recess. Are you guys gonna judge me for that? You guys are gonna judge me. I can sense the judging coming in, but I've never actually watched an episode of Recess. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I gotta have a sip of water. I'm talking so much. That's a very roundabout way of saying that security is tight. Oh, you, security is such an ugly word. No, the bonds of love are what keep us here. With the
I just went to my fridge and my mom has a singular leaf placed in a jar in her fridge. What does she need that for? Why does she need it to be cold? Also, I haven't seen it either.
Oh, so I'm not the only one. So you can't be mad at me, then. Oh crap, that was an oak one. Did I talk over the boo? I bet I talked over the boo. I'll pretend to be scared. Ah. How's that? Is that better? Thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Maybe it's a mint leaf. Do they need to be cold? I don't know. I don't know with a single thing though that reminded. Any of you guys ever do this when I was a kid? At one point, did you do a thing where you take a potato and you put like a couple of toothpicks in it so that it'll have like a diameter large enough that it can like stay in a glass without falling into it. You fill a glass up with water and you put the potato in, so it'll be like half submerged in water. The toothpicks like hold it the other half above the water. And you just do that and you water a potato every day. And pretty soon it'll start growing like roots that go down into the water and branches of leaves and vines coming out the top of it. Potatoes are amazing. So maybe she's trying to do that with a leaf. Maybe she's trying to grow a tree. Huh? You ever think about that? You ever think about that? Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Oak says, I never should have gone to test out the fancy speakers at Audio Store. That's the thing, ignorance is bliss. Oak with a duty command. Let's see, Oak says, no! Quick Kitty says, Vero, no! Because Vera being sick. I'm sorry again, Vera. Nora says, where is Crystal? Oaks, because what day is today? Today's Thursday, so Nora, Crystal's probably in class today. She could definitely be here on Fridays and Sundays, but other days it's like a crapshoot. Oak says, Vera, would you change quote number 398 back? Nora said, when did she edit that command? I think it was last stream. Vera said, I think it's the mod's disease. Oh yeah, because Clam had it recently too, and I had it before Clam. Oak says to Nora, that was longa. Nora says, what? Oak says, oh wait. Nora says, no, I mean. Oak said, do you mean the Nora command, not the quote? Nora says, right. Oak says, Vero, get better. Oak says, can I blackmail you to watch something to edit it? Oak says, let's work out a deal. Vera says, thank you. Oak says, what's your offer? And Hidden Hand says, get better soon. Okay. Oh, and over on YouTube, Opinion is saying, I just realized, does Frank have a pet? Oh yeah, because everybody has like an animal. Does Frank have a pet? I don't think he's ever shown with a particular animal. Huh. What type of animal would he have? Maybe a snake, because he's like a little snake. Maybe a weasel. Well, a weasel might be too close to like her mink that Lagarde has around her neck. What would he have? Maybe some kind of like a lizard or something like that. Oh, and a pinned message. Oh, written and pinned by Crystal. Crystal's here. So don't worry, Logan. Haven't seen recess too. Okay, Crystal, you are here. I thought you were in class. Well, you're definitely not in class or in recess. Okay, so there are like 3 of us who haven't seen it. So I am not the only one. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one when people like, I'll talk about a show they have a shared experience with. An opinion says, I think Lagarde's is a fox. I mean, maybe it's got like a fox face, but like that's the thing is that women, I think back in the days, they used to wear a mink shawl. I know this because I had a very unpleasant experience. One of my classes that I took in the film department at the University of Utah was what was it? I can't remember what the class was technically called, but at one point we had a unit on doing documentaries, and they showed us an old student film that a previous student had made years before, going to a factory that made mink shawls from minks. And no warning for this, no warning at all. Suddenly the footage is showing like live minks, and this guy's coming around with this like these big kind of tweezer winch things, goes around, snaps all their necks and kills them, and then just rips their skin off their flesh. And like, why are we watching this?
Now cause that scarf would actually be insane as a merch item. Capcom hop on this.
They totally ought. I'm guessing because it's like a spin-off game. But if it's released now, they should totally do that. Chat, would you wear an adorable little mink, or possibly a fox, like Opinion said, with its arms out like that? If they made it. I did see that they are finally officially making the Beanix beanie, which I think is pretty darn cool. I feel bad because I was at a local convention type of thing, more like a swap meet thing last year, and there was somebody there who was making them. And like, I'm sorry, but now that person is, I guess, out of work because of that. But thank you very much to the 10 bits, Wendy. I appreciate that. But yeah, Opinion says, I think Lagarde's is a fox. It's either a long fox or a pointy-faced mink. Well, okay, let me check and see what mink's faces look like, because it's been a while since I've seen one. What does a mink face look like? Oh yeah, they do have more of a... And they have a lot smaller ears too. But it's a cartoon, so... You know, it could be either. Could be either. Let me have a sip of water, and let's play a little bit more of the game. No, the bonds of love are what keeps us here. This whole facility is surrounded by them. Very tall, very sturdy bonds of love, made of metal, though maybe not so sturdy in the case of Sawheat's bracelet. So is that what she says when she has nothing to say? Oh, this is gonna be when she has nothing to say. Oh, because that was the security things. I'd like your opinion on this, if you would be so kind. Haha, but of course, don't be shy, darling. Madame, release my hand at once! Oh! I was a hand-holding virgin until now. I'm sorry, hand. We don't have to tell that man about this. That's not what I was asking you to examine. Oh, I do apologize, silly me. But you know how it is. A little hug and a smooch is entirely de rigueur. Well, I most certainly require neither hugs nor smooches. Thank you very much. I bet he does. I bet he requires some hugs and smooches. Okay, so that's what she says when she has nothing to say. Let's quickly get through the other pieces of evidence here. See if she has any more bits of dialogue while I read a few more comments to the chat. Vera said you would watch exactly 1 episode of Transformers Animated to Oak. Would that be the first one, or would you pick out like a random one to show to Oak? Nora said, change the Nora whip command back to Nora command work in progress. Quickita said, did Regina's normal sprite glitter like this in Justice for All? Because I really like it. If it's in the game. I don't think it did. I could be wrong. It's been so long since we played it, but I'm not sure. You'd probably have to ask someone who's a bit more knowledgeable. Oak says to Vero, deal. Vera says, thank you, and then Nora whip. Vera said, what do you want me to change? And Vera says, okay, update me, and Oak says, and to build a rapport, I will talk to you about the episode in the Transformers channel. Oak says to Streamlabs, woo. I don't know what that was about. Nora says, make it say Nora command work in progress. Vera says, I'm pretty sure she glows in Justice for All 2. Does she? I'd look it up, but I worry that I might see spoilers for this game. Oh, hang on. What was that? What was that she just said? This was something new. Present prison search. I understand that you handled the search of the prison. I most certainly did. So that would give her the opportunity to hide or dispose of any crime-related implements. And I had the whole family pitch in. The whole family? I hope that doesn't include the animals. Oh, of course it does. And the little angels were only too happy to help. Sadly, their help didn't come to much, it seems. I mean, I feel like if you're in a confined space like a prison, or any place that is like locked like that, and you realize one of the people in this building is a murderer, maybe don't have them help search the place for evidence. Just tossing that out there. I'm afraid not. Such a shame, too. The dear sweet creatures tried so hard. Honestly, I'm not sure. I trust the animals not to contaminate everything they might turn up. At least you wouldn't have to worry about them lying. I like your opinion on this. Okay, that's back to has nothing to say. Let's see. Nora says, or Nora hates women. That'd be fun. Nora said, we love you too, Logan. Oh, here, we got some more new dialogue. I've given all my love to this place. In fact, no one who's entered has ever... Oh, is this the same? This is the same dialogue as we had before for the security door. Oh, it's probably for the bracelet. Yeah, now dog. Whoa! Little mink is snarling. Oh. Well, that certainly got a response. It's quite the, it's a sprite we have not seen. I wonder, will we see it again, or is that a sprite that we only see if we present the dog? And what can you tell me about this member of your little family? Those who don't accept the gift of love we offer here don't get to be called family. I see. So even she couldn't tame this one. Prison roll call. Nothing else to say here. Vera said, oh, edits the command, said, here you go. Rast says, I was gone for like 5 minutes. What did I miss? Nothing. Honestly, we have accomplished nothing so far other than goofing off. Okay, this is the same security one. Nora said, thank you, Vero. And that says, I am including Ado and Hatsune Miku in my school project. What type of school project is it? Vera said, I already fixed my sleep schedule. So what is, like, what, do you mind if I ask what time you get up? I have a sinking feeling you're getting up at like 2 a.m. to watch episodes of Transformers Animated with Prince Paul. Is it correct? Vera said, beef update. And Nora said, Logan, I'm supposed to be doing homework. Sure, I can do it while I'm watching. It slows down my homework because I love being here, and I would so much rather be here. It makes everything feel better. Well, I mean, as long as you get it done, I guess slowing down isn't bad. It's more math homework, I assume. What is the math that you're doing today, if you don't mind me asking? Quicken says, oh yeah, chat, it snowed today. I wish I got to be under the snowing, but alas, cold. Curse you, freezing temperatures. I think freezing temperatures are kind of required for snow. It snowed a bit here. I think Weedle is been kind of lucky, because Weedle, if you're still here, you got here into Utah. And we've had just a super mild winter. I mean, some snowstorms, but nothing really bad. I mean, there was one that I guess the roads were really bad, but like we haven't had a dump of like 6 inches to a foot of snow overnight. It's such an awful, terrible shame. The poor dear had only just joined our happy family. And now if I were to call out to him, nothing, only silence. Oh, it's too tragic. He was such a...
Close enough. I wake up at 12 a.m. and I sleep around 4 to 5 p.m.
I mean, if it works, I guess I'm grateful because that means you get to be here. So I guess that also means that if I see you on our Discord server, like posting things, you know, a couple hours before stream, I don't have to worry about you falling asleep before then. Because I do that, so like I'll see like, oh, Vera posted something 2 or 3 in the afternoon my time. I'm like, crap, does that mean Vera's gonna be asleep for the stream? So I'm happy to see you here. So thank you, Vera, for the 10 bits and for your sacrifice for the good of Transformers discussion. And Vero, Seekers! Let's see. Oh, and another comment from Opinion over on YouTube says, ma'am, you knew. I don't know if anybody else would get it, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. All right, let's play a little bit more here. He was such a good boy, you know, a gentleman who loved chess. What a waste. I think I've lost her. All right, we're almost done here. Just 4 more.
We are witnessing some crazy chat lore right now. Everyone is just a regular adult. How did this happen? Puzzles is a teacher?
Yeah.
Sid works at a pharmacy? This is bigger news than Beeflonga being in a war, killing both of his sons, his husband dying, and his wife leaving him for salmon.
His wife leaving him for salmon. Yeah, well, I guess we could have assumed that was going to be salmon. Yeah, those from our Dream Daddy stream. We still got a clip talking about that. I don't know if you've seen this. Oh, I got to ask Queen Katie. Queen Katie, because since you just finished. Oh, by the way, thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I do appreciate it. And it is a little bit weird. Like, what I think is weird is to think about how, like, when friends from high school are getting married and having babies and they're, like, real family people now. But Queen Katie, now that you finished the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, are you allowed to see, or have you ever seen our Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog clips that we had? Because we did have a few of those. Oh, so it's you I have to thank for all the new additions to the family. How wonderful. I beg your pardon, but family? Yes, darling, the family here at the happy home of ours is so lively thanks to people like you. I look forward to welcoming more. Let them come in their hundreds. No, their thousands. I simply love the buzz of activity, the joy of a growing happy family. I feel like there's got to be like some mental illness that she's displaying here. This does not seem healthy. With an animal companion for every member, but of course. Huh, what?
I legit started watching Logan in my first year of college, and I've been watching him throughout all of my college years.
It's so weird to think it's been so long. Hopefully it'll just keep going, and then someday when I'm an old man sitting on a porch in a rocking chair, just muttering like that for 3 hours, y'all can still be there. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Dream big or go home, I guess. Even if that dream is for the world's biggest zoo. That's like we were talking about before, living in a zoo and all that. I heard what happened. I will read some chat because I am so far behind in chat. Let's see. Oak says, hanging out here is the most fun thing I can do at 9:40-ish to 12-ish. I really, really appreciate that. I feel like I would feel like I need to be responsible and work on things. I have so little free time these days. So much of my free time, what would be free time, is taken up with just like editing TikToks and YouTube videos and things like that. Here's a 7 years Ace Attorney reference. Tiff says to Vero, watch more Transformers. Tiff, how far are you into Transformers Animated? So good to see you. Nora with a little face. Wendy says Ace Attorney fans win 7. Nora says Wendy. Vera said I'm so close to finishing Animated and I'm dreading it. Well, Vera, there are like little tiny bits and bobbles of other little animated content of questionable canonness. Canonness? Is there an adjective? I guess it's just canon, questionable canon. See, Wendy says to Nora, hi. Vera says, Wendy and Tiff here. Nora says, shut up, Crystal, stop spewing lies. Oh, with the command. Beowulf says, hello, Lonely Man. Rip sub had pre-roll ads. No, Beowulf. But, Beowulf, thank you for enduring those pre-roll ads to be here. I do have to once again state my displeasure to all of y'all that y'all snitched on me to the spoiler chat at last stream from Metaphor Refantazio. Tiff says, how many more episodes? Rast says, the idea of an elephant and a tiger being in love is ridiculous. I mean, they're both big, I guess. Could they? I guess it depends on who's which.
These streams are my cool down for the day. Also, I haven't able to continue TFA yet. Life has been so busy.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy. If you notice, Swoop, oh, it looks like I'm petting him on the head. Pat, 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 pat. Is still on the couch behind me for now. Huh?
Logan will be 84 years old, finally playing Fuga while Weedle is like 65 or something and groans out puppy kicker. As Logan dies midstream of old age.
Oh,
Boo.
I don't want to think about my own death. It wouldn't be like crazy. It's like, all right, we're finally gonna play Fuga Melodies of Steel. And like right as I go to press start or like load the game or whatever, and then you just hear a flat like, ee! Like I'm not even hooked up to a heart monitor, but you just hear it. But thank you very much, both Tiff and Oak, for the 10 bits each. I appreciate it. Oh, and over on YouTube, Opinion is saying, don't associate her with us. Mentally ill, we don't want her. /LH. There's something with that. Like, cause isn't that a thing where you like obsessively take people in as children? Like it's I mean, it's kind of a Batman thing. We talked about that, but there's something weird about that. But don't worry, you don't have to accept her as one of your own. The Very Big Circus! Loud, soaring music, great leaping animals. The Very Big Circus truly has it all. What, huh? Hey! Batman gifted a sub to Beowulf! Batman does not waste time. It's like the moment someone's sub expires, Batman swoops in to save the day. Thank you so much, Batman! So Beowulf, you're back. You're back. You tried to escape, but Batman dragged you back in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. See, when it's re-upped, does it say how many months the problem is when it's re-upped by a gifted sub, it doesn't say how many months it's been, and so I can't see how many subscription babies y'all had. But thank you very much, Batman. I really, really appreciate that. Hey, and everybody who comes here gets to see it once a month. Wow, what? Once a month? I love the circus. When I was a kid, my family went to the circus a couple times, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. When we go on trips through, when I was a kid, we would go on trips through like Las Vegas or Reno. We would stop off at Circus. Love Circus. I love the circus, but I haven't seen, I don't know if the circus even still tours anymore, or if it's even the same. I know they had to change a lot of the stuff because like animal cruelty stuff, but I feel like if I saw it once a month, I would get tired of it pretty quickly. Really? In that case, let me see. She'd better not be thinking of something to confess to. This monthly show, is it always performed by the Very Big Circus? Okay, so that means if they do come once a month, then Lagarde knows what their routine is and would be able to use that to frame Simeon, right? But of course, sweetie, I'm Regina's biggest fan. That girl's my little princess, my superstar. She's so wonderfully talented. Oh, yes, she is. Yes, she is. Whoa, they're making out with an animal. I mean, there wasn't tongue, so I guess it's okay. I guess it's adorable if it's just like, give me little kisses. But that mink was into it. That it wasn't like an animal. It's like, oh, okay, you're kissing me, whatever. That mink was like puckered up. Oh, and a poll just appeared. New Twitch poll says, what kind of content would you watch old Logan do? I had to think you were talking about old man Logan, like age 84. I thought you meant like old for a few years back. I don't know if you guys saw, but Vero did a clip spam on Discord with lots of old clips. I'm like, wow, I was awful at this back then. I said retirement home speed date. So am I still single at 84? Fishing/gardening. No! Cool gamer grandpa. Just chatting on his porch. We're assembling Transformers toys. Go ahead and cast your vote. And she's so adorable, so sweet, I could just gobble her up. You're not lying when you say you're her biggest fan, huh? Which is why I'm worried about her. So worried. It's all because of poor Simeon, you see. If he's found guilty, why, darling Regina will be devastated. So you simply must make sure that doesn't happen, Mr. Lawyer. Please, I'm begging you. Okay, so that's not the type of thing that normally someone guilty would say. So, I mean, there's a chance, like, if she's genuine, because if she is the culprit, why would, unless she's just doing it to make it sound like that she's a, that's odd. I don't know. I was fairly sure it was her, but now I'm questioning things. Huh? What, huh?
You're still single at 84, yes, so who is your pick? Shannon or Tanaka?
Wait. Shannon. Why does that sound familiar? Remind me again who Shannon is? Who's Shannon? Have we heard of Shannon before? Shannon sounds like a girl, so I'll probably go with her because I'm not into dudes. And Tanaka also, if he's older than me, he's probably dead at that point. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. So, Shannon? If there's a Shannon out there, I'm waiting for you, girl. I'm right here. Bring it on in. I thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that, Vero. If there's anything I could do to help you clear up this awful misunderstanding, you let me know. Oh, Regina, darling, you put on the most splendid show for us yet again. Oh, is she gonna take Regina away? I still gotta investigate that well. The stage, the stars, and you in particular, my princess. Oh, it was simply divine. That is so nice of you. I hope everybody else who watched enjoyed it too. About that, dear, I'm afraid I have something awful to confess. We're executing all of them. All of those people are dead. There was some absences, you see. Okay, so Sawit. And Canis, that's right, because he's in like that solitary confinement cell. But other people could be put in solitary as well, like the boxer guy, Carcerato. She must mean Canis and Sawit. We were 3 members short. Unbelievable, I know. How will you ever forgive me? I'm sorry, but you're saying 3 inmates didn't attend the show? That's right, sweetie. I counted the seats myself. 1, 2, 3 no-shows. And I always make sure there are enough seats for everybody. Okay, here's another question. When she has these circus things, does she invite everybody from the detention center over to watch as well? Because that might... No, because he was killed in his cell, so never mind. That really doesn't matter. But except if he was invited, but he was already dead, then maybe his is the seat that was empty? But Mr. Edgeworth, that's not right, is it? Indeed. As far as we were aware, Mr. Caddis and Mr. Sawheat were the only ones not present. This doesn't add up. That's right, Kay. Do you know basic arithmetic? 2 does not add up to 3 unless you attach a 1 to it. Math. Who is the third missing prisoner, and what were they doing? It seems we need to investigate further. Well, just ask. Ask. She's right there. Ask her. She probably took roll. Oh, I was enjoying my chat with dear Regina so much, I almost forgot. I must feed the little one. Oh! She mentioned Allie. Unless Allie is her nickname for Azia. So Allie has got to be someone out here in the yard, right? Little one. It's going to be a big velociraptor on the other side of that electric fence, right? Please, please, please. Oh, the poll is done. Retirement home speed date won with 47% of the vote. Oh, contributing 420 channel points. Yikes! Okay, what's it going to be? It's going to be something big. But what could be bigger than an elephant? Yeah. Are we going to establish that they have actual literal dinosaurs in Japanifornia? I'd say a whale is bigger than an elephant, but we've already done a whale case, and plus it's like forest over there, not water. A giraffe, maybe? A giraffe would be tall. Alligator! Oh, it's down here. I thought it'd be on this side of the fence. I was looking over here. It's down here. Oh, Allie, the alligator. Ah, I get it now. That's why the name Allie the alligator. You're looking as adorable as always, Allie, my sweet. Now I wait for the inevitable name fact from Queen Katie, which is probably gonna be, you got it. It's Allie, it's alligator. That's the thing. I gotta read some more in the chat. Let's see. Tiff says, hi, Wendy. Wendy says, Tiff and Vera, we are so back. Crystal smiling. Wendy says, oh my gosh, throwback clip. Vera said, I finished episode 5, season 3, like yesterday. Nora says, 20, I watched a bit more Sailor Moon. Tiff said, it's your boy and my boy. Crystal said, oh, the Super Danganronpa game. Wendy says, Twitch generated that clip for us and for us only. Ultimate Summer Camp. Wendy says, I think, yeah, you're right, Ultimate Summer Camp. Quick Gator said, that reminds me, that summer camp game is still on my wish list. Every time it goes on sale, so does something else I rather have. Lol. Speaking of games, did you see what game just came out today? It was the Yakuza, the Like a Dragon, pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, whatever, the Goro Majima game. I gotta wait till it goes on sale, because I cannot afford a full price game, but I'm looking forward to getting that one. Oh, and a pin message. Oh, Quigata said, Ali doesn't even have a Japanese name in the wiki, so I'm salty about that. I love reptiles so much. Well, there has to be something that she called Ali earlier. Maybe it's just like the alligator, huh?
New the lore just dropped.
What?
My 6th grade PE teacher got run over by a literal tank and lived. I'm not joking. Boo.
Ah! Thank you for the 10 bits. So I assume your PE teacher did not go under the treads. Unless it was one of those things where they say, look, if we put ramps and fulcrums and weight distribution properly, a human body can survive being run over by a tank. Is it one of those type of things? Because sometimes it'll be like, oh, that seems deadly, but it's really not. It's like I've mentioned before, The one time I went over to, it wasn't just one time, but I used to know a guy who's a freak show performer. And among other things, he let me lay down on his bed of nails. And it's because of the weight distribution. It's not bad, but it was neat. It was fun. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate that. I guess I should read a couple more comments in the chat because I am still so far behind. I am dreading. We're an hour into stream, and I still haven't even seen one timestamp. I'm probably like 10 minutes into the chat. Let's see. Tiff says to Wendy, absolutely, Twitch decided to treat us. Vera said, I love using my mod power to shout out my friends. Wendy says, this classic Kaiba moment. Oak said, why are we in slow mode? We aren't even 20 minutes into stream. Crap, that's a timestamp.
I have no clue how it happened or how she lives. I just heard about it a year after I had her and a year after that she left the school.
Oh, for that reason? For other reasons? Thank you very much for the 10 bits. Maybe the tank was going very slowly. Oh, okay, I'll get out of the way. I guess context is important, but thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate that. Nora said, Vero, can I get a shout out on Nora account? Quickita said, I may have one too, Vero. It's fine if not, but while you're in the friendo mood, Crystal says, because we can, Oak. Short out our queen. Shout out our queen. Oak says, oh, I think Vive Longa ate the salmon too. I guess that's one way to get revenge. Nora said he killed his son. Vera says, bet, salute. Well, Crystal beat me to it. Wendy says, aw. Quickita said, thank you. You guys are the best. Oak says to Vero, oh, you mean the person and not the fast food place. Nora said, congrats, Wendy. Vera says, that's Wendy's. Wendy said, I love all my fans. With the
Nah, it's the teacher's buff.
Oh.
I was driving out of the hospital and a speeding car ran straight into my car and only my phone broke.
Oh, wow. I'm glad that you're okay. I told you guys about the time that I was riding on a bike and I got hit by a small pickup truck. It was just pulling out of a parking lot, so it wasn't going so fast. But yeah, it happens to the best of us, apparently. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Okay, so teachers, it's the teacher's buffs. Oh, the teacher's buff, like a buff in a game. I thought you meant the teachers are buff. I was gonna say, Vera, are you buff? I had a biology teacher, I remember, in 9th grade, who would had this thing that, he would challenge people to shake his hand because I guess some punk kid one time tried to crush his hand. But this dude, I think he was raised on a farm or something and would milk cows. His hand was like concrete. And if you ever tried to squeeze his hand, he would just crush the poor kid's hand. So yes, there's that. Anyway, let me read one or two comments and we will get back to the game. Quickita said, I love how it was the arson clip too. Tales of Berseria sure loves its arson. Oak says, happy affiliate anniversary and also happy birthday to my brother on the 23rd. Ooh, double holiday celebration. Vera said, wait, remind me, the username. Rast says, I'm playing New Game Plus on Persona 5 Royal. I didn't realize the personas in the registration carried over, so I just summoned my strongest persona and just dealt over 1,000 damage. So it doesn't have Pokemon rules where you have to be strong enough to wield it or something like that. I remember when we got it, it came with all these DLC personas. I didn't buy a DLC, but they were there, and everyone's oh, they're overpowered, so I never used them because I didn't want to be overpowered. But if you've already played the game, have fun. Crystal says, my legs are so itchy, help fungal infection, but don't worry, it's fine, really, really itchy. Okay, well, as long as you don't give me fungus, put your leg up to the screen, Crystal. Scratch. Actually, scratching probably makes it worse. I apologize. I'm not a doctor. Quickita said, I know, I'm 5'5", but wow. And then Vera says, it worked. First time. Crystal said, you're tall, Katie. Quickita said, thank you, I wish so. And when he says, Chaz, like Chaz Princeton, Chaz it up, Yu-Gi-Oh! Mention. Oh, indeed. Okay, so I'm probably at least a half hour behind. So thank you, by the way, for the patience of all the lurkers, both here on YouTube. Let's play a bit more of the game. Wait, no, who is talking? Oh, the guard is talking. You're looking as adorable as always. Allie, my sweet. Oh, she is so pretty. And what a cute name. Oh, yes, Allie the alligator. Isn't she a darling? Oh, she's my favorite, aren't you? Oh, yes, you are. I was gonna say maybe the alligator was shoved through the bars in the prison window, but I don't know if an alligator could move as nimbly as that blur that we saw. I mean, it's definitely whatever was covered in mud by Sawwheat, and if it was the alligator, if he lives in a pond, that would wash off the mud afterward. So maybe? I don't know what alligators move like. I know they can move fast, but I don't think that they're nimble. I'm so jealous! Can I pet her? Oh, of course, princess, of course. Chat, we're about to see her lose a hand. There's gonna be some blood and bone. Okay, I'm going to lose an arm. Oh boy, howdy, these two are made for one another, and they look like they'll be busy for a while. Maybe we should go back inside the prison and check this out. Or look at the well that Edgeworth said he wanted to check out. Yes, let's. Perhaps we can find a clue there as to who our third missing prisoner might be. Or ask Lagarde. Edgeworth, okay, you don't want to watch Regina get eaten. Okay. March 28th, 4:02 p.m. Such a precise time. With the
Yeah, P5R on PC came with a DLC from the PS4 except for one costume they couldn't renew the rights for. I think the DLC is crazy broken. They have the P4 Ultimate Persona and it has a move that deals heavy almighty damage 3 times and it can one-shot every boss.
Every boss in the game if maxed, and you can summon them for free. It also came with a passive that renews all health at SP after battle. So then you could just keep doing. Okay, yeah, because it was Persona 3 that had the Theurgy that takes you down to 1 hit point. But that's kind of amazing. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Wow. But I do feel like for a first playthrough that wouldn't be very fun anymore. But that is impressive. So the rights for it must have been like a crossover collab type of a thing then, or something like that, maybe. March 28th, 4:02 p.m. prison corridor. Is it Gumshoe? Tiff, I think Gumshoe's here. Sir, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Well, I finally caught up with you. Detective, you're not needed elsewhere. Hey, no, the judge and the kid aren't even here yet. Oh, well, I got your message. So, you searched the victim's cell. Did you manage to turn anything up? We struck gold, sir. Well, blood anyway. It was right there on the floor. Oh, right, where, guys, we ordered that tested, right? Only in tiny specks, though. But at least it's something. Yeah, it proves the holding cell was the scene of the crime, right? Not quite. It proves a possibility, but it's not conclusive yet. Thank you, Edgeworth. Too often when it's Phoenix Wright, it's like, oh, a thought popped in my head because of this proof, therefore it's proven, must be. Yeah, I thought you'd say that, sir, which is why I ordered some follow-up work. Oh, is it gonna be someone else's blood, maybe? I asked forensics to analyze the blood and see if it matches the victim. They're on it as we speak. Okay, in the last case, he got a blood analyzation, whatever, like that. So it's not gonna be his blood then. It's gonna be someone else's blood. Is it gonna be the animal that killed him? So we gotta find an animal with an injury, maybe? Nice work, Gummy, you thought of everything! Detective, I must say, I'm impressed. Did you hit your head or something? Edgeworth, just be nice. Why does it have to be a backhanded compliment? Oh, a pinned message. This is pinned by Vero, written by Beowulf, saying, pin this please. Atlas owns Rido. It was not a rights thing, however, it is safe to assume it's the same reason we have Vanilla Nocturne on Steam, because China and Korea... Oh, I remember, I think you guys talked about this when we were playing Persona 5. Because China and Korea blocked him originally due to his school uniform looking very similar to the Imperial Japan military uniform. Okay, I do think I remember you guys talking about that. There's stuff like that I don't realize, like apparently some other countries don't like the Japanese version of their flag that has like the red lines coming out of it, because I guess that's like a wartime flag or an imperial flag or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I see we got some new comments over on YouTube as well from Dynamic Tempo. Ooh, I don't know enough about music, but that sounds like a music thing. Says, hi, I'm a new Ace Attorney fan. Oh, nice. So which games have you played, Dynamic Tempo, if you don't mind me asking?
Gumshoe. Less than 3, 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 less than 3. Also had the same skill that heals the HP and SP of the protag. That's how you grind the Reaper.
Oh, that makes sense. I think that makes sense. I think in Persona 5 we only killed the Reaper the one time, right? Killed him multiple times in Persona 3. I'm an old hat at the Reaper now. Much better than Persona 4 when it just like killed me instantly. But thank you very much, Tim, for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. And yes, welcome Dynamic Tempo. If you're new here, I try to let every new person know a couple things. Number one, our schedule. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, alternating between this, Ace Attorney, Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, and Metaphor Refantasio is the other current game. However, this week, Friday, tomorrow, is canceled. I have basically a work-related thing. So Sunday's gonna be more Ace Attorney, Metaphor is gonna be back on Tuesday, and then it'll continue alternating there. And I do read every comment in chat. I sometimes get behind. I check Twitch more often because Twitch is much more busy. I'm like a half hour behind in Twitch chat. So I might not, so if you type something in YouTube, it might take a while for me to see it, but I will probably see it sooner than I will see it on Twitch. So if that makes you feel better. Oh, and Dynamic Tempo says, I've been streaming The Great Ace Attorney, and once my chair broke while I was streaming. Are you okay? Did you fall to the floor? When you say The Great Ace Attorney, you mean like The Great Ace Attorney, like the Chronicles, the one set in the past? I haven't played that one yet, so no spoilers on that, please. We're going roughly in order. I mean, this one's a bit out of order. We had to wait for the localization on this one. But the next one we do after this will be The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So is that how you found me? Were you just like searching up Ace Attorney stuff? So welcome. I hope you enjoy the stream, Dynamic Tempo. Let me read just a couple more. Oh, hang on. There's more comments over on YouTube. I was gonna return to the Twitch chat. Oh, someone saying named Neo, exclamation point. Hi, Neo. Says, not gonna lie, I love The Great Ace Attorney. I'm still playing it though. Yeah, people here have said that it's long, right? And that the version that I got on Steam is technically 2 games, right? And Dynamic Tempo says, I made a clip on it. It's on YouTube. Is it from The Great Ace Attorney? I may have to wait to check that out, because I try to go in as blind as possible to these games, but in the distant future when I finish that game, because it may take a while if it's that long, I'd love to see it. Also here, let me give you guys this then. Since we got some new people over on YouTube, I need to remember to add my commands to YouTube. Let me just copy this over. This is a link tree that has Discord invite, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the stuff. Feel free to make use of it or ignore it. No pressure. But yeah, let me read a few more comments over on Twitch, and then we'll get back to the game, and then we'll read some more comments in a little bit. Nora said, bro talked over the clip. I'm sorry. Weedle says, what? Crystal says, you tall for me, don't worry me, 4'7.5". Vera said, I legit heard jazz and almost went haywire. Quickity says, aw. Crystal says, do you like jazz? Oak said, wait, I thought you were 4'10". That's so much worse. I love how we have this conversation every time Crystal mentions her height. We're like, oh, you're 4'11", 4'9"? She's like, no, 4'7.5". Vera says, mwah, I do, the genre and the robot. Crystal says, laughing. Nora said he talked over it purposefully because it was Chie Lebanese, hinting. Crystal says, you thought I'm 4'10", I'm flattered, but I'm super crystal-sized. Nora said, Crystal, you're shorter than Chihiro? Crystal says, well, yeah. And when he says, grabbing a snack, BRB. See you when you get back, Wendy. Okay, let's play a little bit more, and then I'll be back to the chat. Let me have a sip of water here, though. But again, Neo and Dynamic Tempo, welcome. It's good to have you here. Detective, I must say, I'm impressed. Did you hit your head or something? Gee, don't look so surprised, sir. I just hope things continue to go in our favor. White floor data updated to my organizer. There are signs that blood was wiped from the floor of the victim's cell. We're currently checking whose blood it is. Alrighty, so that's proof that the murder happened in the detention center. And for our next trick, we'll find out how that dog got over there. Okay, getting over there probably isn't as difficult because it has like collars that open doors and it could probably fit through the bars. Getting back, but again, I don't think it was the dog. I think it was probably her mink or maybe the alligator slathered in mud by saw wheat. So it looked dark colored and like shoved through the window, but we still don't know how the body then got into workshop A. Hey, don't worry, you can leave that one to me. Until the kid and his chaperone get here, we've got the whole prison to ourselves. Yeah, which is why I brought my secret weapons along. Oh! I want to guess. Is it going to be Missile the dog? Because we got all these animals. I hope it's Missile. Be Missile, come on. It'd probably be like fingerprint powder or luminol or, you know, something useful like that, but I hope it's the dog. Secret weapons? Hey, that's right. A few tools of the trade that have helped me bust more than a few cases wide open. Behold, the 7 secret weapons on Dick Gumshoe. Ace Defective. I mean, sorry, Detective Extraordinaire. Well, I don't know about you crazy cats, but I'm sold. Miles, which game was it? Was it the first game? that we met Missile the dog. I remember Gumshoe had like multiple things. Didn't he have like 3 different things we could pick from? But I don't remember what the others were. I hope this is a reference to that. It's been so long since we played those original games. Very well, detective. We'll try using your secret weapons. Hey, you got it, sir. Let me run you through the list. Secret weapon number 1, my trusty old metal detector. Oh, that was! Because we used that on the beach at where Lotta Hart was taking pictures of a lagoon monster or something? Oh, pin message from Vera said, it's the first game, 4th case. Okay, yes. It's all coming back to me now. Thank you very much, Vero. So yeah, that's the metal detector. It's made of steel, silver, or scrap. This little guy right here will find it. So, it detects metal. Very good, detective. Oh, missile! Next up, secret weapon number 2, missile. Everyone's favorite crime-fighting canine. He's back. Missile's back. He can track pretty much any scent you put in front of him, especially food. He sure is a lot cuter than Mr. Caddis's dog. And now for secret weapon number 3. Oh, crap, where'd I put it? Oh, that's right, the fishing rod. Aha! And that's like the only 3 things he has, right? I know he said 7, but I think it's just those 3, if I remember correctly. Am I 1 snapper short of a school, or is that a fishing rod? Don't tell me we're going fishing for clues. No, I mean, I just happen to have it with me is all. I see, well, onwards and upwards, detective. Let's see what else you have. It's just those 3, yeah, I think? Huh?
It's the good boy with a good boy.
It is! It's the double TIFF gift day. A TIFF gift, a TIFFed day. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Hey, that's all she wrote, Char. Gummy, you're 4 secret weapons short of your so-called 7. One of them was a fishing rod. You can use that. Wasn't that Gone's weapon in Hunter x Hunter, a fishing rod? Hey, sorry, but that's all for today, okay? I'll show you the rest next time. Why do you think I call them secret? Hey, heard what happened. I will read some chat in just a second. Let's get to where there's some background music, though. A guy can't just go sharing everything at once. That's crazy. Oh, Vera's, the pin message, Vera says, shout out broken. Womp. Okay, I gotta take that down. Back up. There we are. I didn't realize a shout out had been initiated, but thank you very much for the heads up on that. In that case, then I suppose the 3 you've deigned to reveal to us will have to do for now. All right, which one do you want to try, sir? Crap, let's save. I hope we'll get to go through all of them, but I have a sinking feeling there might be a correct answer. I hope the correct answer is missile. So I want to try the others first, but then what if missile isn't the correct answer and we don't get to use missile? So that's why we're saving right there. Let's read some more in the chat after I have a sip of water. Nora said, Chihiro is so tiny. What? I'm almost a foot taller than you and I'm small. Crystal with an emote. Queekita said, do I nab normal chocolate or nab chocolate ice cream? What's the temperature in the room there, I suppose I should ask. Vera said, normal, so you won't get the plague. I don't know, I feel like if I have a sore throat, ice cream feels nice. I don't know if it's good for it or not. Crystal says, ice cream. Queekita said, dang, what a tie. Oak said, what else agrees? Who else agrees the music is a bit loud? I need to find my ear friend. So that's why we had the poll earlier, so it sounds like it's okay. Beowulf says, also, I have a book arriving tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to getting that. Nice. May I ask what book it is, Beowulf? Crystal says, I'm still surprised how you guys think I'm a bit taller than my real height. Remember, Crystal is Gallica sized. You can fit in your pocket. Over on YouTube, Dynamic Tempo says, I'm gonna sub. Oh, thank you so much, Dynamic Tempo. Said, but when I fell, it was kind of perfectly timed. That's the thing, as long as it's for the bit, for the comedy, for the timing, for the content, then it's justified. And I guess if you didn't get hurt, because like chairs could be painful, like, you know, because a lot of these office chairs have a central column and you don't want that like stabbing into your body. That would be sad. And Neo says, Missile! I'm excited for Missile. And it also is giving me flashbacks to Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective. Wendy says, okay, having Danimals for the first time since 2007, I will update you on the taste. I hope it lives up to it. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I had when I was a kid that I've gone back and tried again that don't taste as good. And I don't know if it's because like, I've grown up, my taste buds have matured, or if it's just that they cheap out on the ingredients. They're like, we're not gonna use sugar. We're gonna use like this artificial sweetener crap. Oak says to Crystal, 4'7" is just so cartoonishly, so cartoonish. I think we're just trying to thinking of a more realistic number. Oak, she's not that short. She's not 4'7". She's 4'7.5". Huge difference. Let's be real here. When he said, okay, low-key tastes different, but still nostalgic. This is an 8 out of 10. I'm glad. Crystal said, aw, so Filipinos are cartoonish now. Hashtag cancel Oak/J. But yeah, me small. Nora said, when my entire childhood, well, younger childhood at least, begging parents to get me Danimals, never got one. Me neither. I never had Danimals. We always would get, if I did get yogurts, we'd get just Yoplait. I still to this day really like Yoplait raspberry yogurt. But the Walmart that I go to, I don't think it like refrigerates them properly, because if I buy it from there, they're almost always like kind of separated a little bit in there, and it's gross. I think I'm paranoid I'll get sick, because I remember once when I was like a kid, like I was probably like 3 or 4, maybe 5 years old, my older brother got food poisoning from eating some expired yogurt. And like that's always made me paranoid. I don't know, it just like etched in my brain for some reason. Vera says, manga. Oh, I translate it sometimes. Oh. You've told us this before, and it's amazing. So what were you working on, if you don't mind me asking? Queeky said, oh, you know what, chat? I'll have ice cream with the normal chocolate. Yeah, you can put like some chocolates in the ice cream, like a fancy restaurant. Crystal says, when I say I'm small, I'm small. Oak says, should I have a second Dr. Pepper because it would be fun, or should I drink water like a wimp? Well, I'm not a fan of water, but I told you before, I'm still on my quest for caffeine-free Dr. Pepper because I can't handle the caffeine. Crystal says yes to Queen Katie. Nora said Dr. Pepper, obviously. And Wendy says, I used to try to enter the Danimal sweepstakes as a kid, and I never won. And Rast says, so how was everyone's Thursday? Mine was just busy. It was a running errands kind of a day, but it was snowing. And then went to the gym, and now we're streaming. Oh, Dynamic Tempo over on YouTube says, I was voice acting a character, and he was supposed to yell. I had to stream the rest on my knees. Oh, no.
Logan, what do you mean you aren't a fan of water? Boo.
Thank you for the 10 bits. Yeah, I'm just not. I have like, in my adult life, I have to force myself to drink water for things because it's like healthy, and I guess your body needs it. But ever since I was a kid, it's like boring. It's like, there's nothing. I'd rather have juice or chocolate milk or soda or something. This is a drink without the fun. Why would you want to get rid of the fun? So yeah, I've just never been a fan of water. Like, given the choice, I prefer other stuff, but I have been, as an adult, trying to be responsible and drink water. Well, thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. And Dynamic, again, may I call you Dynamic for short? Or would you prefer Tempo? Whatever I know you as when I first meet you, I will know you as forever. Names imprint on me like a baby bird, so fair warning on that. But I'm glad you aren't injured, apparently. All right, so we saved. So let's try the fishing rod first. I bet the fishing rod, there's an alligator pond out back. Let's give that fishing rod a try. You got it, sir. There's a pond. See, in the prison yard, we may find something helpful lurking in the depths. Yes, sir, leave it to me. Plus, we can see if Regina got her hand bitten off. What's the matter, detective? You're not gonna believe this, sir, but I had something big for a moment. Then it took off with the bait and my fishing line. There's a real whopper lurking in those waters. Come to think of it, there's an alligator living in that pond. I probably shouldn't tell the detective that he nearly lost more than just his secret weapon. It looks like the fishing rod won't be much use, sir. Let's try something else. All right, which one do you want to try, sir? I want to try the fishing rod again, Gumshoe. Let's give that fishing rod a try. Oh, okay, you got it, sir. I guess I'll go do it again. Surely Mr. Edgeworth would never ask me to do something dangerous or... Hey! I lost a hand. Oh. Yeah, but you could help me. You could give me a hand. Hey. Okay, let's save before we try the next one. So I'm guessing that another is going to be wrong. And we'll just be dismissed out of hand like that. And so if we get one that like goes into something longer, I want to be able to reload later and see what the other one would have been. Let's try the metal detector. Missile's got to be the right one, right? Metal detector. The metal detector seems promising. I don't know if it'd be that useful since there's already metal detectors leading in and out of the prison, right? And like everything in here is made of metal. Yeah, coming right up, sure. I'll just crank the old girl up. And away we go. Oh, beep. Oh, there's some metal here. Oh, some metal over here. Is everything all right, detective? Uh-oh, it looks like I should have brought a spare battery. Okay, so as long as Missile doesn't get eaten by an alligator or run out of batteries, Missile should be fine. Oof, that's not gonna be much help. Hey, sorry, sir. Looks like the metal detector will have to wait. Let's try something else. All right, which one do you want to try, sir? I'm giving you the illusion of choice. Missile! You got it, sir. Oh, are we gonna get an overworld sprite of Missile? Hey, Missile, come here, boy. Here, boy. Ah, he really came. Ah, he's adorable. He looks so happy. So, what are we tracking? We're trying to find out how Mr. Caddis's dog got to the holding cells in the first place. I suspect the same route was used to bring Knight's body back to the prison. So we give the pooch a sniff of the body. Yeah, and he'll find that route for us. It's through the yard, right? It'll be through the Lagarde's office, and then the yard, but it'll go through the other side of that electric fence. Hey, does anyone else smell something sweet? Are there any type of poisons that smell like sweet stuff? We talked on Discord about almonds and cyanide. But since we made a little bit of progress, let me read a couple comments in the chat. Rast says, how did you not know Ralsei's name is basically just Azrael's name letter swap? I don't know, sometimes I miss obvious stuff. I feel like I am like so hit and miss with catching stuff. So many of the people in the comments on my TikTok profile are like, wow, this guy guesses everything. It's like, oh, you don't see how much stuff I get so wrong. Vera said, been chill. I indulged in spending money today and got a cake for my family, because why not? Nora said, Wendy, I got to either episode 4 or 5 of Sailor Moon. I also found out which one of my band teachers watched it when it came out. Vera said, tis was nice and very chocolatey. Rast says, nice, Vero. Good to know you're doing well. Vera said, I still have leftovers. Oh! Can I have some cake, Vero? Even if you're sick, I'll risk the sickness for some cake. Oak says, I'll be like $1,500 in debt for another 6 months. That's like me with my car loan. I believe I'm currently still $1,800 in debt, but I'll have it all paid off in September or October. Finally, it'll feel so good. In about 2 months, I'll be getting a big paycheck that might be able to allow me to pay it all off at once. But I think that's like bad for your credit score if you pay off stuff early, because then the bank is like, whoa, we make less money off of this guy with interest, so ding his credit score. So I just gotta wait. But the money will finally be there in like 2 months. When he says, what? Vera said, we should get Logan to watch it. Oh, it must have been when we're talking about Recess. Nora said, what opinion on the Sailor Moon intro song? Crystal says, I don't even know Recess. What's it about? Quickita said, me side-eyeing Logan right now when he says he's never seen Recess. Vera says, Crystal, kid's up to no good in Recess, if I remember correctly. Oak says, I have never heard of Recess. Oh, you oh? Vera said, Randall is the snitch teacher pet. Okay, so he is the guy. So I was right. Queen Katie said, eating ice cream at that side-eye. Crystal said, don't worry, Logan, haven't seen Recess too. And Vera said, guys, how? Wasn't it on Nickelodeon? Wait, was it Nickelodeon? I thought it was Disney Channel. Am I remembering incorrectly? Let me read just a couple more comments and we will get back into the game. Quickita said, I feel so old now. Y'all are saying this and it's a Disney Channel classic. Vera said, man, I thought it was a Nickelodeon thing. Quickita said, maybe for like your area? Miraculous Ladybug was on Nick and Disney different times before, so maybe it's like that. Nora said, why is Chihiro taller than you to Crystal? Oak said to Quickity, it's Disney? I don't know why I was expecting some sort of gritty show with the name Recess. Well, and they had a movie, right? I think that's why I knew that it was like Disney, because it was like Disney's Recess, the movie. Vera said, maybe. Crystal said, because me, crystal-sized, I'm special. And Vera said, I think it's a unique experience because me and Katie are like the same age. Queen Katie said, yeah, I guess so. Power to the 2000s. And Oak said, actually, yeah, makes sense. I'm 16 and didn't have TV growing up. Nora says, this will be the last one, then we'll get back to the game. Nora said to Crystal, yesterday, I was literally like sobbing about how small and precious she was. And now you're 3 inches shorter than her. Okay, now we can play some more game. So thank you for, again, lurkers. If you're sitting through all this yapping and reading with chat, you're the MVPs. Hey, does anyone else smell something sweet? Oh, hang on. It's a caramel in my pocket. Oh. All I smell is the odor of blood. It's faint, sir, but it's there. Almost like cake, maybe. I would love it if Gumshoe has like a superpower to sniff out cake. I also do like if he is smelling something, like if he has some unique contributable skill here. Why would the body smell of cake? Maybe it has something to do with these like bottles over here I tried looking at before, but the game wouldn't let me. Okay, Missile, get a nose full.
This way. Come on, guys, follow me.
Here we go. Follow that dog. That's the way to that leads to Canis. Well, get in there, stop Missile. The big black dog is gonna murder him. He's headed for maximum security. Uh-oh, he's going in. Then we'll just have to follow after him.
Sniff. Oh, March 20th, 4:24 p.m. Oh, prison maximum security. Oh, it's sniff. Sniff.
This is Canis' cell, though the man himself is absent, it seems. That's worrisome. I mean, unless he gets to come out for like those workshop things too. Does that mean we're going to get to examine his cell in more detail? Is he meeting with someone in the visitor's room? Do you think Missile's on to something? Hey, shh. Looks like maybe he is. Hey, what?
Is Missile telling the bedtime story now? Since he read out the date and time.
Oh, that's right. He just popped in. He's actually good friends with Grandma Orla. He just popped in and was just... Because, like, Orla gave him a call. Just like, Missile, come over here. We're almost to the part where you show up. And he's like, I'll be right there. I can't drive because I'm a dog, but I'm going to run through a field. I'll be there. And so that is what happened. So thank you very much for correcting my faux pas. I mean my totally intentional thing on our inside joke lore. Vero, thank you for the 10 bits. Okay. It looks like maybe he is. Whoa, no, don't growl, Missile. Be nice. Is there something here? Let's go get snooping, Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, we get to click stuff. Oh, and a pin message, pinned by Vera, written by Queen Katie, said, Missile living out to his ghost trick name and haunting Orla, apparently. Oh, I should have given him the ghost trick Missile voice, because that was the Gonda voice.
Instead, he's just like this.
Or maybe Missile's a family name. Maybe like they're in the same family or something. But I'm just messed up a lot. Let's see. Oak says, I was born in 2008, which is crazy because that's like 17 years ago now. 2008. That is 17 years ago. I was weirded out today on when I went to go post on Twitch for the announcement for this. And I hope I posted. Did I post it? Yes, I posted it. Good. I saw one of those like know your meme posts. I think it was talking about Ugandan Knuckles. I think it said it was like, I want to say 8 years ago or something. It made me feel sad. Or maybe, I think it was 8. I could be wrong. Crystal says to Nora, yup. Vera said, this is awkward because I definitely teach kids your age. Oak says, I was expecting Recess to be like Parks and Rec, but less comedy and more like a detective show or something. Nora said, I love Chihiro. She is so precious. I am afraid of locker rooms, Chihiro. Vera said, nah, it's a goofy show. Oak says, you're a teacher? Nora said, y'all, should I love or hate being the youngest one here? Quiggy said, though not as goofy as the Goof Troop. Now that one is definitely an oldie. I never really have seen much of the actual Goof Troop show, but I do love a Goofy movie. A Goofy movie is fantastic. Extremely Goofy movie, I'm not big. I hate that like Roxanne just suddenly disappears because I got so invested in their romance in the first one. I'm like, yeah, get that girl. And then suddenly it's like college. It's like, where's Roxanne? Why aren't they together? And it made me sad. Vera said, laughing, yeah. Nora said, what? Oak said, that's crazy. Hey, Shingo! How you doing, Shingo? Good to see you. Says, quote, that man is the best way to enter and see what happens. How you doing, Shingo? Huh?
Technically, the missiles are two different missiles. Ace Attorney Missile is a Shiba Inu. Someone in real life named their dog Missile after the Ace Attorney dog, and Missile from Ghost Trick is named after that real life dog named after the Ace Attorney dog.
It's a Pomeranian, right?
Pomeranian.
Yeah, Pomeranian, because that's like what he looked like. I thought that the Ace Attorney dog Missile was named after like one of the devs' dog or something. But so they are two different dogs, just with the same name. Okay, so they can have different voices then. Magpie! How are you, Magpie? So good to see you. Thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Let's see. Over on YouTube, Dynamic is saying, I like Dynamic. And I was on my knees. On my knees on a carpet. Oh, for a second, I thought you were doing the... Crap. How's that the line go for that song for Persona? In the house like carpet or whatever. It said, so my knees were in pain the rest of the stream. At least it was carpet, though. This room here is hardwood. Here, let me show you. Here, hang on. I got a roll of painter's tape from when I painted the walls white. Well, I guess they're off-white. Listen to this. I'll see if the microphone can pick it up. Oh, that didn't make a loud noise. It keeps, darn it, when I drop it like this, it ends up turning and the bouncy rubber hits. It's hardwood floor, which isn't as bad as tile, but it would be painful. That science demo did not work. I should have grabbed something else, but I don't know what to that wouldn't break. But okay, let's start clicking on things. We got cookies, we got a drink, we got, what else? We'll be able to look at the chest. Oh, that'll be important. And this stuff, let's look at the cookies first. I want a cookie. Tea and rice crackers. Mr. Canis clearly doesn't lack for comforts. I can think of worse ways to spend my time in jail than drinking tea and playing chess. I thought this was maximum security, not maximum comfort. Maybe he's got a deal worked out with the government that like he sends his dog to murder people in the real world and they give him extra benefits. Because we saw Kristoff's jail cell and that place was decked out. How come nobody else gets the special treatment? Complaining to me isn't going to help. Perhaps you could take it up with the man himself. Yikes, no thanks! Okay, so I'm guessing the T is probably connected, yeah. Let's look at all the carving stuff. Mr. Canis's chisels. Every one a potential murder weapon. Except the one has the bell though, right? That reminds me of something. The furrows in your brow. When you frown, it looks like somebody took a chisel to your forehead. I have no idea what you mean. See, they're so deep. Don't tell me you don't see a Mr. Wood carving face. Let's see, can I get a... I feel like furrowed brow. I was thinking like when you put your eyebrows up and you get the lines going across. Do I have lines? Have you quite finished? Let's look at the chess set. Mr. Canis's chess set, complete with his special dog piece. However, the dog piece was missing from the piece of evidence that we've got, like in the diagram of the chess set. So we still need to figure out if it was just placed there on a whim or if there is some significance in the game. That's not a chess set. That's a whole chess table with legs. Looks like it might be worth something too. Ugh. It's not inconceivable, some of them are, and this one is quite a nice one. I never would have pegged Mr. Canis as a chess fan. I should not have paused right there, though, yeah. What with the whole Eastern aesthetic he's got going on, I thought he'd be more into Go. Go, huh? Can you play? I can play Go Fish! Not the same thing, Kay. Not even close. Okay, so nothing new there. So it's gonna be the bell chisel, but anything else we can click? Just in case there's like extra goodies of content. Okay, this will be important, yeah? Look, Mr. Edgeworth, that chisel on the floor is a bit smaller than the others. I'm no woodworker, but perhaps it's an all-purpose one that can be used in a pinch regardless of the job. An all-purpose pocket chisel makes sense. Always nice when your tools are useful and easy to carry. Huh?
Wearing my kitty hat. No missile name pun? No problem. The Japanese name is Miseru, which is missile since he acts like a self-guided weapon when he smells a lead. His Chinese name is Daodan/Fiden, which is a direct translation of it. Same with Portuguese, which is missile, and
oh, and the Russian name, which is Raketa. Yeah, I know why there's no name pun. This is more. Well, I guess it's interesting if you can just say like this character is like the same type of thing, but just in other languages. So and I assume Raketa in Russian, Raketa. I don't know how to say that. That's actually a missile, not like a tennis racket, raketa, something like that. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I still appreciate it very, very much. Is that your opinion as a thief? Are they not gonna comment on the bell tied to this thing? Nope, it's my opinion as a great thief. I walked into that one. Hey, what's the matter, boy? Away! Oh, is this the cake you were after? Hey, don't eat it. It's chocolate. It's bad for little doggies. Whoa, down, boy. Stop that. Hey, no, you can't have it. Dogs can't eat chocolate. You know that. If you won't behave, I'll have to eat it myself. Well, maybe not bad.
Oh, wow. Oh, man, I should have started eating evidence years earlier. That was great.
Yeah, that's some real outside the chocolate box thinking there. Not sure everybody agrees, though. Gummy! I wanted some.
Now I'm sad that my dog isn't dying.
Daring of both of you to assume the food in a prison is safe to eat. Well, daring or dumb.
So anyway, it looks like it really was cake Missile was tracking.
Talk about a waste of time. I suppose we got our just desserts. I should have said that out loud. Why do I save my most clever quips for my own brain? Yeah, but the little guy is definitely capable, right?
Sure he is. This was just a blip. He'll follow the right scent this time, I promise. Seek boy!
Sniff, 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 sniff.
Oh, I think he's on to something!
That's Caserado's cell.
Whatever it is, it's in there.
Also, by the way, I just realized we're over an hour and a half into stream, and I have not saved, I think, since we got Missile here. So I need to keep remembering to save periodically just in case the game crashes or something. I know there's like an autosave, but I don't know how reliable it is. Crystal says to Vera, what's up, Jack? Vera said, I legit spent my college years watching Logan before classes, and I graduated, and I work, and I still watch it. I'm glad these, like, I feel like most people, when they graduate up to being a real adult, would probably stop watching this, so I appreciate that. Vera said programming and computer stuff mostly. Oak says that's insane Vero lore. Crystal says that's cool. Nora said, y'all, I just realized y'all will get to see me grow up. Vera said, I refrained from teaching a specific grade because they're learning Blender, and I would rather implode before I teach Blender. Quickity said, I wonder if Fifi's pet around her neck is like one of those long cat memes. Nora said, because as the youngest one here, y'all get to see me grow up. So does that mean we're all your parents now, Nora? Oak says to Vero, I genuinely can't believe that someone who is a real adult is here. Rast says, why does Lagarde look like the type of woman who uses almost too much makeup and is overdressed all the time? I think it's because I think she is. I think that sounds like a pretty accurate description from the vibe I've gotten from her. Oh, and another pin message here. This one is written by Rast, pinned by Vero. Said, why didn't you say it out loud? Because you lose to a man whose wife gets framed almost every game. / joke or spoiler. Maybe I'm lying. Accurate. I don't know. Never played Ace Attorney. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out what this is. You lose to a man whose wife gets... Oh, we're probably talking about Maya. No. Yeah, Maya's not his wife. I mean, I've seen shipping art of the two of them, and I guess they're adorable. It's a little bit weird because Phoenix did meet her when she was still like 17 or something. But I do like Maya. She's great. I miss her. I don't know why she can't be in this game. I think Maya and Kay would get along really well. See, Vera says, yeah, I hate to break it to you, but most of chat are adults, I feel. Me, Wendy, and Katie are the same age. Nora said to me, everyone is elderly. Well, it's like when somebody called Jorge old because he was 20 at the time. Oak said to Vero, yeah, but everyone else is a freaky adult. You're just a chill guy for real. Tiff said to Oak, I have a full-time job working at a pharmacy. Vera said, heck yeah, I get to be a cool adult. Salute. Rast says, whoa, okay, that's quite a face Lagarde has. Oak says, what? When he says, Unk status for real / J. Okay, so I posted recently over on TikTok the Elizabeth inviting to the room scene for Persona 3. Everybody in the chat was, the comments kept calling me Unk. They're like, Unk is having a good time. Look at Unk. I'm like, I want to be young and hip and cool. But apparently I'm not anymore. Vera said, as long as I'm the cool Unk. Oak says, how many of you are normal people? Tiff says to Oak, yeah, I've been working there for a year now. After leaving my old job, I'm training to be a technician now. Nora said, all of chat is like my older siblings. Y'all get to watch me grow up, getting a job, learning to drive, graduating. Rah, huh?
But aren't you an uncle?
Oh yeah, that is true. I am an uncle in real life. I have my niece and my nephew. Oh, speaking of which, my niece gave me something the other day. I gotta show you guys this. I forgot. I was gonna show this. my niece comes up to me, was it yesterday or the day before? And I think it was yesterday. And asks if I like Kirby. And I'm like, well, I like Kirby fine, I guess. I'm not like a fan. I really haven't played any of his games or anything, but I think he's fun. And apparently she had gotten like a bunch of Kirby blind boxes from the last Kirby game that came out on the Switch, and got a duplicate on one of them, and she gave it to me, and it's Kirby having eaten a vending machine. It's so adorable. He's got the little like vending machine there, and like little tiny arms and feet sticking off the side. So now I just have this little Kirby vending machine. I didn't know that I saw in the videos, like the trailers for it, I remember that he would like eat the car and drive around that, but now I have a little Kirby vending machine that I wanted to show you guys. So thank you for the reminder on that. But yes, I am an uncle. Sadly, I haven't found a girl to have kids of my own yet, but I like being an uncle, because especially when they were really little, because then I can like play with little kids, and then it's like, oh, you got a stinky diaper, off to your parents. I don't have to do the gross stuff. Let's see, Crystal says, I have a normal sleep schedule. Do ya, Crystal? Do ya? Wendy says, also, Oak, I bought One Piece Volume 7 today because it had Sanji's face on it. Ras says to Oak, I mean, I can say I am somewhat normal. Oak said to Wendy, woo, although most volumes have Sanji's face. Wendy said, Oak, true. I didn't want to spoil myself, though. It was only when I saw at Books a Million with him. Nora said, one, the school project I'm including Otto and Hatsune Miku in, we're making a shadow box, a wooden box we get to include 4 layers like a scenery or something, and then we wrap it in lights and it looks so cool. 2, I'm working on slope, intercept, and point slope stuff, but I'm not working on that right now. I don't know why you don't like math, Nora. That sounds fun. The shadow box sounds fun. Quigita said also, I feel like when Fifi hugs herself, she's also suffocating the poor fox question mark thing. His face is very much in there. Maybe the fox is just like, he's just enjoying a spontaneous motorboating. Just like right in there, right in her ample bosom. What he says, wait till Oak finds out I have an associate's degree. Nice. Ras says, Oak, I'm in college if that makes you feel any better. Oak said to Wendy, what? Nora said to Wendy, what is that? Well, it's like before you get your bachelor's degree, so you get associates, bachelor's, master's, doctorate, and then I don't know, like super doctor. I don't know, it's beyond that. An Einstein degree, I don't know. Wendy says, I have my associates in computer science. Nora said, that's pretty fire. Quigita said, I have not seen those clips yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing how you went with the murder of Sonic. I think we've only got like a handful that we posted onto TikTok, like 3 or 4. I mean, they were fun, but they didn't like get a lot of traction, so I only posted a few. Quigita said, or rather, Tiff says, Oak figures out people have lives real, not clickbait. And Oak says, Rast, at least it's better than being an engineer or something. Okay, we should get back in the game. Thank you again, Lurkers, for sticking around. I feel like I need to thank Lurkers every time that I read a whole bunch of chat and I look and they have it all left. So I appreciate you. Yeah. Whatever it is, you're in there. Mr. Cosserotto's cell. We need to take a look inside. Detective, call the guard. Yes, sir. Hey, guard. Guard. Thank you, officer. A question before we begin. Is the prisoner, Mr. Cosserotto, still in solitary? No, sir. He came back a little while ago. So where is he right now, then? And he was here for the noon roll call. Okay, so either he is also visiting someone in the visitor's room, or maybe in a workshop, or I hope this isn't a case, because then little Mark could be an orphan. Maybe he got murdered too. Maybe it's gonna be a double homicide, because a case this long, we gotta have another twist soon. Is Mr. Carcerado going to be dead the next time we see him? Guess he must be on work duty. Duty someplace. I see. Now, if you would be so kind as to open his cell. Yes, sir! Wow, it looks so much cooler than for the, oh, he punches Lagarde. Oh, this is so neat. Gotta lose 20 pounds. Also, he's halfway to his goal. What's it say? Bear bites? He's got so much cool stuff to click on. Okay, let's start with, is this a space heater over here? I'm surprised they give prisoners heaters. Usually kind or unusually, unusually kind or unusually careless. I wonder if he uses it all year round. To help him lose water weight, maybe? Yeesh. I hope his furry friend can deal with the heat. Oh, that's right, because he's a polar bear. That'd be sad. I'm sure they've learned to sweat things out together by now. Okay, click the box. Can we click the, yeah. This punching bag has certainly seen some use. Maybe there's a dead body inside of it? What breed were you again, Miss? All sure it wasn't a boxer. Aren't boxers, that's the breed where they like amputate the tail when they're born, right? I feel like we've talked about that before in chat, and I can't remember if we determined that it was just like an aesthetic thing, or if the breeding, like they get tail problems. Hey, no way! No way, indeed. Quickly, detective, move the sandbag aside! Yes, sure! Crap, I hope we didn't advance the plot. I want to click the other things. A hole. Oh no. A hole. It's a hole. A hole? Could this be? A hole. Could be a hole. Hey, whoa there, wait, Mitchell! I'm going in too, crap. I think I might want to like reload and click the other things first. We're missing out on content. Hello.
Hello, lurkers. I'm Logan's honest self. I'm born from the depth of his heart. And I would like to say that I don't care about you if you don't chat. Get out of your comfort zone and talk in chat, or I will not acknowledge you. Ever no thank you, and I will read chat forever. I'm not coming back to the game. And this is a just chatting stream now. I don't appreciate any of you lurkers.
No! I didn't know Beef Longa was like an evil version of me. That makes me sad. But thank you so, oh, there's Vero who did that Beef Longa. Thank you, Vero, for the 50 bits. I do appreciate all you lurkers. I usually when I watch streams, I'm gonna be honest, I usually lurk them. Unless it's somebody that I know, I'll usually just kind of lurk. But I don't know why. I think it's just because I'm kind of an introvert and kind of shy. It's like, I want to be there and watch, but it's like, I don't know, I almost feel bad if I get acknowledged or someone's like, oh, what's this comment from LoganRobo? Oh, blah, blah, blah. But thank you very much for the 50 bits. I appreciate it. Oh, and there's some more comments over on YouTube. Opinion says, just so you know, when you inspect the right object, you can't look around anymore. Do you want to know what it is? And then Opinion says, never mind. Crap. Okay, we got to reload. We got to reload. I think we just saved before we went in here. So we're not going to look at that. We're going to click all the other stuff. So thank you very much, Opinion. I appreciate that. So let's go ahead and load this up. And Dynamic said, I've been thinking about making a fan Ace Attorney series. I think it'd be fun. Every now and then I'll see like games on Steam that are very much like indie games that are based on it. One of them had a cool name. I don't remember what it was though. I think that'd be fun. Oh, and a pin message. Oh crap, it's quote 253. Yeah, it's that quote that I'm not gonna read. But okay, so let's just hurry through here and head inside. We're gonna go get the guard and we will click the heater, but then we're not gonna click the punching bag. See, I thought that was just gonna be like a silly little thing. I thought maybe the stuff on the bed or maybe the hourglass would be important because there's so much stuff. Or if there was going to be a hole, I would have guessed it'd be like a Shawshank Redemption type of thing, like behind the poster. So we will click the heater, so we get that done, and then we'll click everything else except the punching bag. So thank you very much. Okay, champion poster. Hang on, I need some more water. I'm getting very thirsty. And that one is empty. Whew. No way, he has a poster of himself. Oh, that's him. Okay.
Quote number 253.
No!
I'd be shoving my tongue into that hole all the time. Logan Big Magic Daddy Patrick Robo, 2024.
Okay, for anyone who's lurking or who is unfamiliar with that quote, we were talking about if you get a tooth pulled at the dentist, and I was saying that if I had a tooth pulled and there's a hole, you're probably not supposed to stick your tongue in it, but it'd be too much of a temptation, and I'd be sticking my tongue into the empty tooth socket hole in my gums all day long. That's what we were talking about. Nothing gross. Nothing gross. No way, he has a poster of himself, but thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. And right next to it is, looks like he never lost the habit of making weight for a fight. Once a boxer, always a boxer, I suppose. I see he also has quite a collection of supplements. Muscle protein, hustle protein, bustle protein, spark brushel protein.
Hey, loser.
Hey!
How's it going? Did you do that shoot with Brian yet?
I did. It was last week. And I was spent about the next 3 days picking like spirit gum type of glue out of my ears and my sideburns because of all the makeup with it. But it was fun. I will post some more stuff on Discord about it probably in like a couple of weeks. It should be going up, I believe, beginning of March. So I won't give you any details of it here, but you know, if you're feeling well enough to be at Improv this weekend, I can tell you, Clam, more about it in secret. But how you doing, Clam? Good to see you here. Thank you so much for the 10 bits. How is the rest of your recovery proceeding? I know you're like better. You said you were better, but like your voice was still gone, right? Am I remembering correctly that you're all better, but your voice still isn't there? Something. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Clam. I appreciate it. Okay, let's keep looking at this stuff here. Soul crushing protein. Oh yeah, it's a lot of protein, huh?
I'm feeling a lot better. The voice has started to recover.
Nice. I feel like when I lost my voice a few weeks ago, like my voice still isn't like quite 100% yet.
Quote number 398, it's baby smashing time.
We just smash
Big Magic Daddy
like,
Patrick
like in a boss fight.
2025 colorized.
The baby monster.
Also for new people or YouTube chatters, Logan was not talking about it truthfully.
I was!
He's just a freak.
No! Sometimes I almost wish I was a little bit of a freak. Maybe I'd have more luck with the ladies if I was like, if there was an element of, ooh, what are we getting with this guy? Ooh, that's so wrong. Why am I attracted to it? Instead, I'm just like, I'm just Logan. Hi, everybody. But thank you very much, Clam and Oak, for the 10 bits each. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a lot of protein. Surely nobody trains like this for nothing. Okay, so that's the sign of the protein. Can we look at the... Oh, we can't look at the polar bear bits. We'll come back to that just in case that's too close to the punching bag. Let's look at the hourglass. So how many minutes do you think this timer is for, Mr. Edgeworth? Well, Mr. Coserato is a boxer, so 3 minutes would be my assumption. Is that how long a round is? I mean, I guess that's kind of cool. I don't know if an hourglass would be useful because it doesn't like have a ping when it goes off. Also, it looks like there's sand in the bulb on top. It's not a very good hourglass then. Same as the length of a round in boxing. Thanks for playing, but the correct answer is kind of maybe about 2 minutes. Why? Because there's a crack in it and a bit of the sand is spilled out. Oh, why does it hurt so much when she's right? I actually like that. She demonstrated good observation skills. Okay, so is that everything? So the supplements and posters were all together. Can't look at that. Okay, we look at the tire swing. It says Teddy.
Quote 318, I do prefer the uncut version. Logan Big Magic Daddy Patrick Robo, 2024. He also was not talking about a boss fight. He's evil. Goo.
Ah!
Goo.
Ah! Thank you for the 10 bits. I don't even remember what the uncut was talking about. Were we talking about, like, Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, the movie? How I prefer the uncut version of that movie? I don't even remember anymore. But all this slander, it's like you're taking after Weedle, the way Weedle always accused me of being a puppy kicker whenever we meet new friends. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I do appreciate it. Okay, after we finish this tire swing, I will read some more in the chat because I'm sure I'm falling further and further behind. We're almost 2 hours into stream. I don't even know how that's possible. Maybe this case isn't even that long of a case. Maybe I'm just that slow. Oh, and a pinned message from Vero saying we literally have a child command and a puppy command. Okay, the child command is just for child endangerment. And to be fair, like the first game series we played in this channel that really kind of created a community was the Danganronpa series. And there's a lot of child endangerment in that. So I'm just saying, we're not kicking the kids. We're just getting them killed. So it's fine. But thank you very much for the pin message. I appreciate it. It says Teddy in extremely poor handwriting. So this tire belongs to the bear. Okay, so we got to guess which one of them is going to mistakenly assume that Teddy wrote Teddy in poor handwriting. I wouldn't have thought it, but Mr. Coserato and his ursine partner seem really close. Wow, this takes me back. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, did you have a swing like this as a kid? Not that I can recall, no. I had a dead father in an elevator. Not quite the same. Not as whimsical, is it? Okay. So, what did you do for fun when you were a kid? Not play catch with my father, that's for sure! Chess, golf, flute practice. That's right. You didn't know this, but Miles Edgeworth is a flautist. Did you have any friends? Why would you even think to ask that? One of them smells like butt. Okay, now we can check this out. I just want to triple check everything. Can't look at the little window. Can't look at the gloves. Okay. And thank you again, Opinion, for trying to warn me. I just didn't see it in time. So now we can move this aside and get back to where we were before. I feel better. I enjoyed those little investigation diversions and things like that. A hole! Could this be more than just a pot? It is not a pot. It is the hole. I gotta read some more in the chat, though. What the? Clam with a pin message that just says, flout me, daddy. And you guys are just gonna let Clam get away with saying that? You give me a hard time for the rest of my life because I talk about a tooth hole? Clam says, flout me, daddy? Huh?
Hey, Miles. Have you ever considered the piano? I think Phoenix would really appreciate a pianist without the T. He was very well endowed for a frog, Logan. Boo.
Ah! I don't even remember the context of half of these quotes. I'm just assuming he was well endowed for a frog. Huh?
It's pinned for a reason. I pinned it low.
Okay, I guess that's the public shaming then of Clam. I think Clam is the reason though why we have all the Franziska mommy commands. Wasn't that you, Clam? But thank you, Oak and Vera, for the 10 bits each. I appreciate it. And he should get one of those like in like Charlie Brown and Snoopy, like the Peanuts, that they have the like Schroeder has his little piano that Lucy lays on. He should get a Schroeder-sized piano for Phoenix that then Edgeworth can kind of like lean on. It'd be adorable. Well, thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate it. Let me read some more in the chat. Queen Katie says, I myself am very much hoping that Logan did what I did in my Murder of Sonic playthrough and picked the beatbox option at the end. Lol. I honestly can't remember. I feel like I did. I don't think I made a clip of it, but the VODs are out there, so I may very well have. I do remember that we made our little guy, whom we named Shruichi, named after Shuichi Saihara from Danganronpa V3. We got him addicted to gambling, and it was very, very sad. Nora said to Queen Katie, was the victim in fact Sonic? The victim was in fact Sonic, Nora. Oh, this is not a spoiler because they show it in the trailer. That yes, Sonic was indeed the murder victim. Oak says to Tiff, exactly, bro, I have no life. Weedle says, hee hee. Queen Katie said, sadly, yes and no. And then kind of all of us? You had to be there. Nora said, you think you don't have a life? I'm a small child who literally doesn't have a life. I don't think it's as sad. Like, if I'm a grown man and I don't have a life, that's sadder, right? Shingo says, I am having fun with this, so I like coming. Good, because I like you being here, Shingo. Again, it's good to see you. Queen Katie says, also, if you know, you know. The trash cans. Yeah, I did that. As you can probably guess from the way I play, I checked every trash can. What he said, no, for real, I work so much I get like 2 days off a week. It's been hard to be a nerd. I empathize. I wish I had more free time for playing with stuff, or just like playing more video games that I have on Steam for like funsies. You know, Queen Katie said, the pro tag for the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog was a gem. I had fun voicing them, lol. Nora says to Wendy, guess what? Wendy says, what? And then Nora says to Wendy, did you hear about Sailor Moon, the Super Live? Oak says to Nora, you underestimate how much of a life I have. I'm homeschooled with very little curriculum. I just sit around drawing and making music while watching One Piece and Logan Robo all day. And then Wendy says, I did. And you know what? Oak, if the limited amount of a social life you have is this community, I consider this community blessed to have you here, because you're awesome. When he said to Nora, I did. Nora said to Oak, I go to school, I go home, I watch Logan Robo, I repeat. And there was the gifted sub to Beowulf, and Rast says, Batman on the hero. Oak says, Batman. Widow says to Wendy, I'm making an RPG game right now for school. I'm gonna present it to people at what? Nora said to Wendy, they have one in Minneapolis. I'm trying to get my mom to take me, but expensive tickets. Oh, so is this a touring show you're talking about? Tiff says, Batman on to the rescue. Oak says to Nora, I don't even go to school, bro. Magpie says, Magpie here. I'm well, Logan, how are you? Now preempt you asking so that you know so you don't have to wait for my response. Thank you. You know me very well at this point, Magpie. I'm doing all right. It's, I mean, it's always tiring on a day like today when I go to the gym, because like, I don't know about you, I don't like working out. Oh, I should tell you guys this. This I thought was interesting. Speaking of the gym, Okay, so slight mini story time. I don't know. So I got, it just kind of reminded me of that. So I got an email today from my agent, and because they always send me like audition invites and requests via email, and I got one today, and it was kind of an unusual one. I wouldn't have like thought of myself for. I won't say like what it was for or like anything like that, because I think that's all, you know, you're not supposed to say that publicly until things come out. But they said the type of person they were looking for is they said they wanted somebody who is in very good shape. Like very fit, very in good shape. They said, try to imagine like the Old Spice guy, not Terry Crews Old Spice guy, but the other one who like sits on a horse, like the Old Spice guy. They said, or like older John Cena, like not like John Cena from like a few years back. And I'm thinking like, oh, like really flattered. I'm like, oh. Because like when I first started my agency, I was like really thin. It was before I started working out at the gym. And I'm like, oh, wow, they've like noticed that I've gotten into good shape. I feel really good about myself. And then I read further, and it's like, if you get booked for this, you need to be comfortable wearing just competitive swim shorts. And like, oh, crap. I don't feel comfortable with that. So I just respond back to my agent. I'm like, thank you so much for the audition request. I think that's a little outside my comfort zone. So I'll probably have to decline this one. And my agent, she's so wonderful and she's so sweet. She emailed back, it's like, yeah, I figured you'd probably say that. I'm like, but I was like flattered for a minute. I'm like, hey, somebody notices. I've been working out. I felt good about that. So yes, I should read a few more comments in the chat, then we get back to the game. Let's see what he says. Tweedle, you better let me play. I hope you post on the Discord so we can all try it out. Nora said, oh, school is awful. Quicketa said, by the way, fun fact, while I was playing the fun translation, I'm assuming it means fan translation, I noticed something. You recall those red weights and how Kay said it was 30 pounds? Well, in the fan translation I played, it was 33 pounds, 15 kilograms. So that's interesting, 3 pounds off. My guess is that in the Japanese version it was like 15 kilograms and they just rounded it for the localization, maybe. Quicketa said, and the fan translation was actually very nice to include the 15 kilogram part as well. Huh?
You should have done it, but insisted on competitive swim chaps and competitive swim blazer.
Okay, there should have been swim chaps. I would never do this. I'm warning you, I would never do. But whenever I hear chaps, I always think of like the jokes where they have cowboy chaps, but they have like the butt cheeks cut out. And so it'd be like that. And yes, a swim blazer. So I could at least like have it covering up this much to cover my nips. And so you would still see like the man cleavage and the belly button, but it would at least be like, and I could always like button one of the buttons if I wanted to be particularly modest. The button I would button is my belly button. Anyway, but thank you very much for the 10 bits clam. Yeah, I'm very like shy. But it's a weird thing because at the same time, like I want to be considered attractive. I would love it if girls like drooled all over the site of my bod, but I don't have the guts to like show off or anything. But thank you for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Let's see, where did I leave off? Oh yeah, and Quickity was saying,
Logan, you mustn't showcase the Devil's Whirlpool for free.
Oh, so did you see my Omori clips? Thank you for the 10 bits. Oh, you must have watched the compilation video. That was probably, that and the watermelon one with Basil toward the end were probably my 2 favorite clips. 2 of them. There were a lot of favorites from that compilation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. I don't know why, they just popped in my head. I just thought that was a funny idea. It's that like, yeah, this girl in church and her belly button is visible. And so I was thinking like, what would the people say that they're so scandalized by it? It's like, that's the Devil's Whirlpool. So thank you very much for the 10 bits. Okay, I appreciate it. I should check YouTube again. Let's see, Dynamic says, I mean, like, make it with objection, lol. Like the official ones, the official objections, or would you voice your own objections? Or is objection like a platform for making Ace Attorney fan games or something like that? I don't know all the cool fandom stuff. I tend to wait until I'm done with a series before I really check out online fandoms in case they spoil any games I haven't gotten to yet. Opinion says, honestly, with stream delay, I might have sent it after you already clicked on it. Okay, that is fair. That is certainly a possibility as well. But I still appreciate your effort, Opinion. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, Queen Gaty said, well, in the fan translation I played, it was 33 pounds, parentheses, 15 kilograms. That's interesting. 3 pounds off. And the fan translation was actually very nice to include the 15 kilogram part as well. I don't think the official did. Nah, the official didn't. I had to ask you guys. Either that or I looked it up. I can't remember which. Wendy said that breath got up. He stank. Weedle says, is it console-based app? So do you have an IED? Weedle, what is an IED? Because like, I only know IED is an abbreviation for improvised explosive device. I don't think Wendy has one of those. Quick Katie says, please pin those if you could, heart. Nora says, 20. If I do get to the super live, you will get pictures. Nora said, oh my gosh, yes. Woody says, I'll get one. Let's see. And Vera said, I don't know. I just made Shannon up. Oh, okay. So can that be my wife, Vero? Can I have a wife? Can I get married? Can I have a girlfriend? And when he said, bro, I'm doing Duolingo and I have to watch a 2-minute Royal Kingdom ad just to recover 1 heart. That reminds me, because I did add a couple of you guys. Is it Nora or Moonlight that I'm doing this week's friend quest with? Can't remember. We're almost done with it because it's like a really easy one. It's like 9 perfect lessons or something like that. So we'll get that, no problem. Okay, let's get back to the game. Another little sip of water, and then we'll read some more in a bit. I'm a little bit worried about how far behind I am, though. A hole could this be? Hey, whoa there, wait, Michelle! I'm going into...
Have you guys heard of the new Avatar show in the making?
Oh, I just saw an official announcement thing about that today. I feel like I saw a thing months ago about some concept art for it. It was featuring like a young girl with a prosthetic leg or something like that. So I don't know if that's a different spin-off. But yeah, I saw that this one's supposed to be like... I think it's supposed to be like the first Avatar after Korra or something like that. I had a hard time getting into Korra. Like, I watched the first season of Korra, and I enjoyed it. But I couldn't, I don't know, the second season, maybe I had to give it another try. It didn't feel as whimsical as Avatar The Last Airbender to me for some reason. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. And I hope this series is good. I hope it's more of a return to like the fun and lightheartedness. I mean, not that Korra was like dour and serious, but it was just a little bit more grown up, you know? A pinned message where Vera said, IDE equals Integrated Development Environment. I misspelled it like always. Okay, so I'm not like super dumb for like thinking it was something else. It was just a misspelling. Okay, so thank you very much for the pin message from Weedle there. I appreciate that. All right, but we need to play. I hope Gumshoe's the last one to go through, and he gets Winnie the Pooh stuck in it. And so, we have to like feed him honey and stuff, and yeah. Wait, stop! Yeah, sure, I'll go get her. Yeah, well, oh, I'm stuck. Oh, that's tight. I shouldn't have eaten that cake. Actually, this reminds me, have you guys seen, I've seen an unusual number of memes lately about people, what do they call it, cave diving? Where they go into those caves that are like just tiny little cracks that are just like big enough for their body and they just kind of like wiggle through. And people have like died that way. I remember seeing like memes about like diagrams of people getting stuck in these cave diving things. And I don't know why, I've just suddenly seen a bunch of memes about them recently. Yeah, I shouldn't have eaten that cake. He's gone. Oh, well, take off my jacket and vest. Don't want to get them filthy. Well, I'm not going in there. Guess we'll just have to wait. Or like go around elsewhere, see if we can find a hole somewhere else. I want to check something real quick. Hang on, because when we saw his body, the body was covered in dirt. So maybe, I didn't suspect Carcerado, but maybe he helped transport the body through the hole? Although if it's tight, how would you, I guess maybe if you have an animal this small, the animal could like drag the body through. Still, that doesn't seem very convenient. Oh, and Fender didn't jump in too? Oh, hey. Oh, wait, why is that his ringtone? He should have a Steel Samurai ringtone. Moshi, Kay, are you all right?
You're not gonna believe this, but we're in the detention center.
Oh, for some reason I thought that was gonna go in the yard, so that's how they smuggled the body into the prison proper. But then, would Carcerado be able to escape? The detention center? Well, I guess there's still a metal detector in the detention center on the way out.
That hole! It's a tunnel that leads right into Mr. Knight's cell.
How did we not see this when we examined that room? Did we not inspect every nook and cranny? Was it behind the toilet? What? Don't go anywhere. I'm on my way. You can come too, Fender, if you like. Okay.
March 28th, 5:04 p.m., detention center holding cell.
I'm sorry, Missile had to go home. It's back to me now, Orla the Orca.
For a moment I didn't realize that the text box was covering Edgeworth's legs and I thought he was just a really short stump and the guard there was really tall.
Oh, if only they had chibi sprites. I mean, I do like that they got the high definition sprites. They're all, oh, sorry, I just realized my arrow was like poking Gumshoe in the face. How long had that been there? Sorry about that, Gumshoe. I do like these high definition sprites a lot. I like that they also included the old ones. But it'd be great if they had like some chibi sprites, big head mode type of sprites. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Okay. And you too, Detective Gumshoe. Hey there, Mr. Edgeworth. Guess you could say we made a breakthrough. Okay, so that means that the animal probably... Oh, it's probably for the animal to come in and kill. So this might not have even been to move the body. I'd assume the animal probably came from the yard through the barred windows, but it was probably... Oh, I hope it wasn't the polar bear. It wasn't little Mark. But, I mean, if Sawheat covered him in mud, maybe. And he's probably trained to fight by Carcerado. Quite. At least they came out unscathed, I think. Hey, I heard what happened. Okay, I'll read some chat in just a minute. Unless, is there a... Okay, so there's not a shout out stuck on screen. I'll read some chat in a minute. Let's get to where we got some background music, if that's okay. Oh, actually, I glanced over here because I do have the little thing open that shows the very, very bottom of chat. It looks like it's Patat. Patat, we haven't seen you in a little while. How you doing? Hi, Patat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I will check the chat. Patat, I got to apologize to you in advance. I am so far behind in the chat. I am like ridiculously far behind in the chat. But do know that I am noticing you. I am acknowledging you, and you are awesome. And it's so good to see you again. Sorry, the floorboards under the bed were torn up. So that's how they did it. There's no doubt about it. This must be the route we've been looking for. The corridor connecting the detention center and the prison is locked down by heavy security doors. And I gotta read some more in the chat now that we got some background music. Let's see. Oh yeah, Wendy was talking about the Duolingo. Oh, the 2 minutes of Royal Kingdom ad to recover 1 heart. I never, on Duolingo, I never click the watch an ad recover heart thing. It's just because I figured, like, you know what? I value my time more than those hearts. There've been a couple of times, not very often, but there's been a handful of times where I've lost all my hearts and I'm getting like, well, I guess I'm just done playing Duolingo right now. Nora said Wenny, but not likely because I need Otto album, which is $90, and the Super Live tickets are $100 each, and then Otto concert in July I want to go to, so it's not likely. Wish I had money to spend on stuff. Oh, Vera said shout out broken again. Oh, it was for Patat. Okay, let's try that again. Patat, we've been having issues with Twitch Guru where apparently some clips just freeze in Twitch Guru for some reason. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm glad that we tried. Oh, there we go.
Shiny one?
There is Patat.
Is that a shiny one?
Oh, is that your baby in the background? I heard a baby noise. I heard an adorable little kind of a noise. It's adorable. Okay, but we gotta read some chat. See, Norris, I already read that. Oh, and Vera has a clip. This is probably like an hour ago, so it was the first clip of the night, but it was a long time ago. For those who are lurking or new and don't know, whenever someone makes a clip and posts it into the chat, we load it up at our clip viewers so we can all watch it together, and it also lets me know how far behind I am. And yes, the timestamp says 1 hour. So let's check this out, titled Logan the Gilfs Hunter. Shannon? If there's a Shannon out there, I'm waiting for you, girl. I'm right here. Bring it on in. And so out of context. Wow. Well, you know what? Maybe it'll work. Maybe I'll meet a Shannon, and that could be just a beautiful, wonderful Disney-esque story. Thank you very much to Clip Vero, Oakside Tenora. Yeah, one time when I was in my when I was still in school, my IEP, I don't know what that is, said that I was allowed to leave class whenever I was having a panic attack. And one time I was having a panic attack and one of my teachers let me leave and made me take an exam in a different room. I mean, I'm glad that they're making those allowances for you, though. I'm sorry if that made the panic attack worse, but at least, like, you got to go. Nora said, was it your science teacher? Oak said, as if it would help the panic attack. It was just different room, bro. It's not how it works. And yes, it was my biology teacher. Darn it. I was hoping that maybe it was like the setting, or I've never had like an honest to goodness panic attack. So I don't know what would activate it. Queen Katie said, note, Logan, Allie doesn't have a name fact. Oh, that was pinned earlier. Thank you again, Queen Katie. Oak says, that school was awful, bro. Not a single person there understood how to help someone going through a mental breakdown. My adjustment counselor would just flat out put me in a random room and send a teacher to watch over and not let me leave. I do feel a bit bad for the teachers, though, because like I feel like I wouldn't know what to do in those situations. But hopefully they would eventually be able to get people who are like trained to know how to act. Nora says, oh shoot, I need to study for my Eurasia test tomorrow. I don't know the capitals. Okay, here we go. Capital of France. What's the capital of France, Nora? Remember the capital of France? It's Franceburg. Capital of Spain? Spainula. Capital of Germany is Germany. The capital of Italy is the Catholic Church. There you go. You're ready. Quikita says, Allie doesn't have a Japanese name in the wiki. I'm so salty about that. I love reptiles so much. Vera said, look at Edgeworth's face laughing. Nora said, oh, quad. Vera said, it's the teacher buff. Have you not heard about it? I have not heard about the teacher buff. At least I don't think so. This is the first time. Is that where you're able to survive getting hit by tanks and stuff like that? Rast says, lol, I'm actually studying to be a teacher right now. Lol, will I gain that buff too? I mean, maybe. I don't know how it works. What kind of teaching you're hoping to do, Rast? And Nora said, do y'all want some Nora lore? I don't have that much lore, but... Oh, and a pinned message. Written by Patat, pinned by Vera said, I am crunching a deadline right now, but I'll be lurking. It was super nice to say hi again. Hope you have an amazing rest of the stream and a great night. Thank you so much, Patat. It is genuinely really nice to see you. I'm sorry if you're really busy and crunching stuff, but I really appreciate the lurk. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope whatever it is that you're working on goes really well, because you're awesome. So thank you very much. Rat says to Nora, yes. Queen Katie said, I mean, I heard about one story about a teacher who came in from biking and they just slammed their very broken helmet on the desk and said to their students, this is why you wear helmets, which is metal as heck. You want to know what's awful? I remember hearing a story when I was a kid. One of the first like plays I ever did was at a children's theater. And there was this guy in the cast, and he was a grown man, and he was from South Africa. And he had all these like really fascinating stories about South Africa, and some of them were kind of messed up. And he said one story was he witnessed a actually I can't remember if he witnessed it or he saw it on the news, but it was a car versus motorcycle accident, and the guy on the motorcycle was wearing his helmet, and so he's like throwing off the bike and everything like that. And he went to make a call to call the police, and he goes to call the police on the phone, and he pulls his helmet off to be able to talk on the phone. And apparently that's something that I guess you're not supposed to do. Like if you're on a motorcycle and have a motorcycle helmet and you get in an accident, you're not supposed to take off the helmet. And he didn't realize he had fractured his skull, like almost all the way around the skull. I'm sure there were like other fractures in other directions, but the fracture like went all the way around. And so he took off his helmet. It took the top part of his skull, just pulled it off and killed him instantly. And so he's just there and goes and just drops dead. So please be careful with that, with those helmets. Bill says, ATT, Batman on. Vera says, yes. Oak says, new Vero lore. Rast says, yay. Vera said, that was recent too. Quick said, are you Phoenix Wright? Vera said, he's my wife. Does it count? Rast says, lol, Phoenix Wright confirmed. It's actually Vero. Magpie says, there's a great video of a guy whipping out hardcore on his skateboard, slams the back of his head helmeted against the ground, and he just gets up immediately like, helmets rule! And the video ends and it's delightful. I should find it again. I am an advocate of helmets, seatbelts, and all that stuff, so I approve. Queen Kitty said, good point. It's the right curse. Nora said, this is known Nora lore. I've been in the same building at the same time as Logan, and I was in the server back then too, but I wasn't active. That's right, it was at, Excuse me, I'm running out of oxygen. I should probably take a breathe break in just a moment here. That was at Fan X. I was there that year working the planetarium's, not really a booth, it was a room, I guess. And so apparently Nora was there as well, but our paths did not cross. Nora said, unknown Nora lore, I've met the members of Doherty multiple times, and I have selfies with 4 members. Here's how not hip I am. Or Daughtry, excuse me. Why did I say Doherty? Daughtry. Here's how not hip I am to music stuff. I thought Daughtry was one guy. I didn't know there was other people in it. I thought it was one guy. Beer says, is it a blessing or a curse? Wendy said, I'm getting EP, so I'm heading to bed for now. Good night, Logan. Good night, Wendy. Thank you so much for being here. You're awesome. Sleep well. Have a good rest of your night. Oh, and a pin message. This one, hang on. This one is written by Magpie, pinned by Vero, said, also, if you get into a vehicle crash and feel any neck or back pain, you hold completely still and call 911. If you get a neck fracture and so much as turn your head wrong, it can kill you. Also, never let a chiropractor touch your neck. I am serious. Do not do it. Like after an injury or just in general, I've let a chiropractor do that. I tried out the chiropractor stuff. I think I mentioned before I had some back problems right after I graduated high school. Was when I got hit by that car I mentioned earlier when I was on my bike. And I knew a guy in the neighborhood who was a doctor. And so I just went over to his house. I'm like, hey, can you like just glance over me and make sure I don't have any injuries that I don't know of? And basically what happened was it's like, you're fine, except your spine is all twisty, and it shouldn't be. Turns out I'd messed up my spine from always carrying a really, really heavy backpack all throughout junior high and high school on one shoulder. And so it got my spine all weird. And so I decided I was gonna try out a chiropractor. And it feels good. Oh, it feels so good. And yeah, you do the thing where he holds your head like that and then suddenly goes snap like that. And it freaks you out because like when they do that in movies, people die. But I went to multiple appointments and they were fine. There was only one appointment where I actually got hurt and I felt pain afterward. And I showed up and the usual chiropractor wasn't there. And it was this really, really big, tall guy with a lazy eye. And I don't mean to cast aspersions on lazy eye people. He had one eye and one eye was like going sideways. And he went to move my hip to twist it at one point and kind of slammed it really hard and like bruised my hip. So, no offense to people with lazy eyes, but don't ever go to a chiropractor with a lazy eye. I'm sorry, you just don't. Your hip will get hurt. Anyway, I'm gonna read a couple more comments and we'll get back in the game because I'm so far behind in the chat. Let's see, where did I leave off? Beowulf said, some of the DLC was paid DLC in the original P5 release, then Royal had OG P5 DLC for free, then Royal real releases have all the DLC except the Rido ones free because the Rido ones just aren't available. Vera said, rest well, Wendy, see you on Saturday. Crystal said, wait, Vera, for Saturday for the Wendy's stream? Crystal says, Unlurk, why is Logan scratching us? Crystal, that was for you. You said you had an itch because of a fungus. And I was trying to help you, Crystal. I was trying to be nice. Queegata said, bye, Wendy. Nora said, night-night. Chris said, night-night, Wendy. Rast says, only at the hour mark. He's so far behind in chat. Crap, that's only the hour mark. I'm at the 2 hour and 26 mark now. Wow. If you're lurking, this happens sometimes. I am not... How many years have I been streaming now? I'm still not good at this. Queegata said, Logan, I don't think Fifi was keeping track. She has a number of chairs, exactly the number of prisoners. She doesn't have a list, I assume, so she wouldn't know who's missing. She seems like the type of person who would take roll. I feel like it wouldn't hurt to ask, but you probably are right. Nora said, more unknown Nora lore. Actually, this might be known. I don't know. Nora grew up in Minneapolis. And I always want to say Minneapolis. I want to throw an extra N in there. And lived very close to the riots when they happened. Nora lived through buildings around her getting burnt down. Nora's neighbor's shed was burnt down by some dangerous person in the area. Nora had many nightmares of fire living in Minneapolis. I would worry about that. Here's some lore for you. For those who don't know, some people in the chat knows because we've mentioned it before. Clam, our good mod Clam, has had his house burned down. Twice. 2 different times. One of them was from buying a cheapo power strip from Walmart and it caught fire. So don't buy cheap power strips from Walmart. Vera said, I love how this music is the trilogy music. Oak said, it might not have been the rights to renew the costume exactly. Oh, that was, it was removed because it isn't there anymore. It's a shame too because they had the best Morgana costume. Vera said, oh no, doxing. Nora says to Vero, I don't live there anymore and you already know what state I'm in. Queegata says, chat, we're about to see Peak again. And then Beowulf post that was pinned. Oak says, One Piece and Ace Attorney. Queegata said, well, I think you'll like what you'll see soon. Same for Nora too. Vera said, fair enough. Oak says, Maya. Beowulf says, salute to Vero. And Nora said, Nora lore. Nora grew up in Minneapolis, a couple of miles away from a dismemberment case. Nora lived very close to a dismemberment case at the time it happened. Some Logan lore. I lived in California until I was about 6 years old. My family moved because there was just... We lived up near San Francisco, not like in San Francisco, but like outside of it. My dad would commute there for work. And then a couple people we knew were brutally murdered, one in a parking lot and one in her home. And my dad was just like, enough of this, we're moving to Utah. And my grandma passed away who had a house in Utah. And so we just basically inherited her house, moved there, fixed it up, moved into a different house in the neighborhood because it wasn't that great of a house. And yeah, Logan lore. And Oak says, I have additional lore, but I think most of it is too sad for longer chat. Oh, I'm sorry, Oak, hang on. I got the hiccups there. I'm not breathing enough. I talk so much I forget to breathe. Give me a second, let me just... Oh, that feels better. Okay, I should play some game. even though I'm probably still over an hour behind chat. Wow, how slow is the slow mode we currently have on Twitch? I should check that in case we should make it slower than what it is. Crap, where's the button for slow mode? Where is the slow mode? 60 seconds. Okay, so that's good. That's good. I am sorry for slow mode. But let's see. Let's play some more game. Oh, I should check. Okay, no comments over on YouTube, so at least I'm still caught up over there. The corridor connecting the detention center and the prison is locked down by heavy security doors. Oh, by the way, since we just hit the 2.5-hour mark, now's a great time to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions. But with the help of this tunnel, it can be circumvented. Circumvented. Yeah, that's what happens to babies in Jewish households, right? This is actually the second circumcision joke Gumshoe has made in this series. It was a sweet scent that started this whole search. Could it be? Are we gonna say that, like, the animal was lured back to Canis's cell by the smell of cake? Well, then it can't be a dog, because dogs can't eat chocolate. Are there other animals that can eat chocolate? Huh?
Puzzles will have to leave stream early.
No!
We'll see you guys Sunday.
Vero, no! Vero! And are you going to watch Transformers Animated with Prince Paul? Do you want someone, if so, do you want someone to join in with the two of you after he's done streaming? But thank you so much, Vero, for the 10 bits. I wish you could stay because we love having you here. You're awesome, Vero. Whatever it is you've got going on, I hope it goes well. And yeah, we'll see you on Sunday for some more Ace Attorney wherever we leave off. Because don't forget, Friday is canceled this week, so no stream on Friday. But thank you very much, Vero. You're awesome. And thank you for the 10 bits. We're gonna miss you, Vero. It was a sweet scent that started this whole search. Could it be that the scent was, in fact, coming from Knight's body after all? Oh, that's what we're saying. Mr. Knight's body data updated my organizer. Killed instantly by a stab wound to the throat. There's also a small cut on his scalp from when he suffered a blow to the head. A sweet scent can be detected. So maybe in the security video we saw, he got the chocolate cake and was eating it. And that somehow was like the trigger for the animal to attack his face because it was trying to get the chocolate? Something like that? Incidentally, Knight's body was covered in dirt. Dirt that might have come from being dragged through this tunnel. Kay, what was it like down there? Dirty. Well, it was pitch black, so I couldn't see a whole lot. Luckily, my camera has a flash, so I took some pictures. Yay, we're gonna get pictures in the dirty tunnel. It's gonna look like a colonoscopy. Then let's see what you've captured. Whoa. Little doggy footprints. And they're going both directions, too. Actually, I don't know if they're dogs. They could just be animal footprints. And lots of spoons, forks, cups, and bowls. Look at that. Spoons, a fork. Guess these were for digging the tunnel. That aside, are those footprints? Or are they paw prints? Paw prints, even from a dog, perhaps? Tunnel prints data jotted out by organizer. A photo of the tunnel between the prison and the detention center. It seems to depict the paw prints of a dog. I don't know. I mean, we could check, but we're just lazy. We just like to make assumptions. This is a vital piece of evidence. Look at little Missile. Missile's like, I just left those paw prints. Didn't you guys see? I just ran through the tunnel. They're fresh. I disturbed a crime scene. Yep, but I'm adorable, so it's okay. However, it begs something of a question. It does. Mr. Carcerato has certainly been making use of this tunnel, which means... Detective! We need to find out where Mr. Carcerato is immediately! If my suspicions are correct. Okay, so either we're gonna... Oh, he's doing... Oh, I'm nuts. Either we're gonna run over there and maybe we're gonna interrogate him, or we're gonna get there and he's gonna already be dead. Or nuts. The guards were alerted, and they began searching for Mr. Carcerato right away. But after a thorough investigation of both the prison and the detention center, he was nowhere to be found. March 28th, 5:34 p.m. Detention center corridor. Well, have the police been notified? Okay, we should also save again, because I need to remember to do that periodically. So we did not find him to interrogate or a body. He's missing, but that could be because he's murdered and like shoved somewhere else, or maybe ground up into that panda bear chow that we saw earlier. Let me read some more comments in the chat though. Magpie says, personas don't fear the Reaper. Nora said, Nora was a gold digger in kindergarten. Oak says, I also have one very funny story from someone in my middle school, and I would say it's probably too gross to tell, but considering how many poop jokes Logan makes, I could probably tell this story. Nora said, Oak, oh my gosh, is it the one? Oak says, yes. Nora said, yes, tell it. It's such a funny story. Should we have a poop joke a poop story competition? I know some pretty good stories about poop, and all of them are stories that I hear from the artistic director of our improv troupe. Nora says, hey, Vero, can I get another shout out since you're so awesome? Oak says, okay, content warning for gross. In middle school, there were two kids, both named Charlie, who were definitely not gay, and somehow at a party they had, one of them straight up pooped on the other's face. I would ask on purpose, but I don't know how you do that on accident. I don't know how it happened. I was there, but how? And then it happened again? How the F do you get in that situation twice? Okay, at that point, you gotta say, once can be a mistake. But twice? Nora said, this is my favorite story. Quigeta said, here's the peak. Nora said, where is Tallinn? I need to study Europe capitals, and I don't know any of them. Oak said to Queen Katie, Maya. Nora said, shoot, where is Sarajevo? I think that's in... I don't know. It sounds Native American, so maybe like South Dakota, something. Vera said, give me username again. It's first time, fourth case. Nora says, oh, there's a username. Quigeta said, it's the peak missile best doggo, huh?
Worst part is they claimed it was accidental, but no way, Bjarno, how does that happen? Who also, they definitely were gay.
Yeah, I got that from the definitely not gay. I mean, do you think it was like, was it a sexual thing? Were they into poop? That is one, I try to avoid yucking other people's yums, but I will yuck that one. That's gross. That is gross. That reminds me of one time I was out of town. I was in Pasadena for something, and I'd driven out there, so I had my car with me, and I was like trying to find a radio station while I was there to listen to while I was driving around, and I found one. It was like a local rock station, and one night, late night, I was driving around, and I didn't want to change the channel because I didn't know if I'd be able to remember and find the right station again in my radio. This is like before I had Spotify on my phone or anything, because I didn't have like data plans, so I just had to listen to the actual car radio. And anyway, in the evening, Love Line, I think it was called, with Dr. Drew was on, and the guest was Olivia Munn. And oh my gosh, they talked about some horrifyingly disgusting sex acts. I won't describe any of them, but one of them was called a chili dog. And oh my gosh, it was so bad. And it was like, I don't want to change the station because I need to listen to music tomorrow, but this is awful. It was the worst. Let's read some more in the chat though, because I am still so far behind. Nora says, why did I add Logan? I meant Vero. Oak says, I don't know who this dog is, but I love it. Where's Maya and One Piece though? Let's see. Nora said, hey, I'm on case 4. Vera said, shout out Broken Womp. Nora said, can we try again if he fixes it? Oak and Quigeta with some Mantis emotes. Tiff said, I'm gonna lurk for a bit. Lurk, thank you for the lurk, Tiff. Really appreciate it. Nora said, where is Vienna? That's the sausage. It's a sausage. No, that one's in Italy. I guess I should be helpful. Quigeta said that you get to witness the peak that is missile soon. Beowulf said, I'm getting Blood of Olympus, Heroes of Olympus Book 5 with Mark of Athena, and House of Hades, Heroes of Olympus Book 3 and 4 arriving on Monday with the
Logan, why would you tell me this? Please, nobody look this
No,
up,
don't
please.
look it up. Do not look it up.
Boo also.
Boo, also thank you for the 10 bits. Don't look it up. I told you it's disgusting. I said it's too disgusting for me to describe what it is in the chat. Why would you look that up if I said that? I'm not lying. It is horrifying. It is so gross. And the worst part is, on that episode of Loveline, Olivia Munn was talking about it, because like somebody called in and asked something about that particular deed being done. And everyone's like, well, what is that? And Olivia Munn is like, oh, that's when you blah, 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 blah. Thank you, Queen Katie, for the Tomcat. I don't know if that's to tell me to stop talking or to read more chat. But yeah, but don't look it up. But all I was saying is the worst part is that Olivia Munn was acting like, oh yeah, this is a perfectly normal thing that people do. It's not a perfectly normal thing that people do. And so Beowulf, so were those the I'm trying to remember, were those the books that were like spin-offs of the Percy Jackson books? I'm trying to remember. Nora said, where is Madrid? That's in Spain. It's capital Spain. I should be nice. Magpie says, I sincerely think the answer is both when it comes to flavors. Companies cheap out and just add more sugar or artificial sweetener, while adult taste buds are different and don't like sweet as much. That's true, but I do have a sweet tooth. I have a major sweet tooth. I think some stuff just tastes cheaper now, but maybe I'm wrong. But so yeah, but you're probably right. It's probably a combination of both, Magpie. Oak says, if Crystal gets to be 4'7.5", I am allowed to be the 6'3.5". Yeah, I think that's allowed. Weedle said, then I am 5'12", I'm telling you. I guess I'm technically 5'12" also, although I think 6 foot even just sounds better. Nora says, where is Rome? Wait, Rome is in Italy. Wait, so then is Vienna not in Rome? Oh, no, but you're doing capitals, right? Is Vienna the capital of, like, Sicily or something? Is Sicily a separate nation than Rome, technically? No, because Vienna, isn't that where they... No, Venice is what I'm thinking. That's where they have, like, the gondoliers and everything, yeah? Oak says, Nora. Oh, here we go, timestamp. Quick, it said 1:22:44. I'm an hour and 15 behind. I'm an hour and 15 behind. Bill said, also there, I'm going to need our Trials of Apollo, Kane Chronicles, and Magnus Chase. Nora said, I know it's Italy, shut up. Magpie says, I also don't care for water. I get syrups from Ikea and add a small amount of water. It's great. Light flavor without too much sweetness. Go figure. Ikea is the weirdest stock. I think I'd want the sweetness. Who was I talking to the other day about this? Or was it in chat? It might have been in chat. I was talking to somebody. I don't think it was in chat. I don't know where it was. Where when I was a kid and I'd make Kool-Aid, I'd always add like 50% more sugar into the mix. I just love sugar. And then when you add that much, it's like super saturated. And so you pour it and there's like a sugary sludge at the bottom. And I drink all the Kool-Aid and then just like gulp down the sugar sludge. It's amazing. Nora said, I got a score of 38% in 9 minutes on capitals. My test is tomorrow. That's not a good score, Nora. Oak says 1:23:45, a 1:23:45. Queen Katie says, I actually wonder what missile sprite looks like in this version. Nora said, what's a missile? Like the weapon, like, you know, a jet fires a missile. It explodes. Weedle says, oh no. Queen Katie said, he's a baby. Weedle said, Logan, I know what you're thinking right now. Don't kick the puppy, you puppy kicker. Weedle, I have not even been tempted to kick that puppy, I assure you. Nora said, where is Belgrade? Is that Hungary, I think? Or is that... Am I confusing Belgrade and Belfast? I don't know, they're both bells. Magpie says, I love the detail on his tail wag. Quiggy says, same. Vera said, whenever you get this message, here's some of the cake. Thank you, Vero. Thank you. I should check YouTube for a second. Let's see, Opinion says, sorry, I totally zoned out. If I think I'm going to sleep, lol. Have a good night. Thank you for being here, Opinion. Sleep well, you're awesome. And thank you again for trying to help out in the prison cell. Sorry, I'm so far behind on chat. Lurkers, again, I appreciate you being here. I'm always behind in chat, but this is like extra far behind. So I'm gonna try and get caught up. I promise I do play games, but at least it's like really dramatic music while I'm reading the chat to like keep everything seeming exciting. Let's see, Chaz the Bunny says, nah, paying up debt early doesn't hurt your credit. Your credit might go down slightly, just if you have fewer open credit accounts in good standing. Okay, good enough, because I had heard, and maybe I heard wrong, that if you like pay off a loan too early, the bank basically says, well, we can't make as much money off of this guy, so we don't want to loan to this guy. But maybe I am mistaken. Either way, though, I just can't wait till, again, it's like September or October for that car to finally be paid off. Now just watch, like, knock on wood, but just watch. As soon as I pay it off, something's gonna go wrong with it. Vera says, yes. Nora said, I have to go to sleep. I don't want to. I'll miss you guys. I know stream tomorrow. Well, I'll see you on Sunday. Maybe. I don't know yet. Night, night, everyone. Love you all so much. You make my days better. I'm gonna fail my Europe capitals test. I don't know any. Okay, good night. Good night, Nora. Thank you so much for being here. Do sleep well. Good luck on the capital test. Like, maybe drill some of them in the morning while you're getting ready. I hope it goes well. But you're awesome, Nora. Sleep well. We'll see you on Sunday, hopefully. Good night. Vera said, night, night, rest well. Widow says to Nora, bye. Bill said, yeah, if anything, it's more worth it to pay it off earlier. Well, then you save money on interest, right? Quiggy said, Logan, what if Missile and Helmut are dating? Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Forbidden love, forbidden doggy love. I don't know if they've met because, like, do you think Missile comes into the prison very often? But maybe they're going to start now. If we're not going to judge an elephant and a tiger dating, we shouldn't judge two dogs, because at least they're the same species. Vera said, what a lore. Quigita said, Missile living out his ghost trick name and haunting Orla, apparently. Weedle said, I was born 18? Oh, almost 19 years ago. Sorry, for a second I thought you were saying you were born at age 18. It would be painful for your poor mom. Crystal says 2008 is 17 years ago. And then Oak of the Lurk said, looking at Home Depot website longing. Wait, does Home Depot sell those speakers you were looking for, Oak? Magpie says, I could be wrong. But that's how I heard it. Oh, talking about the missile name says, hee hee, I am well, which I said when I said, say hello, but you're so far behind, Logan, hee hee, I'm sorry. Queen said, oh, I know I forgot somebody. Thank you, Vero, for wearing my hat. And Vera said, I got you. And a clip. Okay, so here, well, let's load this up into the clip viewer. And this will tell me how far behind I am. Please be less than an hour. No, it's an hour. This clip from Oak is titled, I Never Would Have. Let's see.
I never would have pegged Mr. Caddis as a chess fan. I should not have paused right there, though. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have no excuse for that. That was a dirty joke. I apologize. I should try to keep things classier here. Again, if you're lurking, I will play some more game, I promise. I'm just so far behind in the Twitch chat. Even if you're lurking over on YouTube, come join the party over in the Twitch chat if you want. Make it even harder for me to catch up. We're 15 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. Crap. Let's see. Quicket said, I didn't have Missile on my name fact sheet because the wiki didn't tell me he was in the case, and this was before I started replaying. Vera said, did he just steal the chocolate cake I left for Logan? Oh no, so I didn't get any? Vera said, seek boy, like seekers, seekers! Ras said, why didn't you say it out loud? Oh, that was pinned earlier. Vera said, I trust it. Quicket said, looking up Missile's wiki page, today I learned that Missile was also in the final case for the first investigations game. I did not know this. Oh, was he? I'd forgotten. It's been so long since we played it. Vera says, Kirby! Queen Gator said, I would have loved to play the new Kirby game when it came out, but I didn't because I learned about his water power-up, and I hated it, and it brought back some traumatic DeviantArt memories. I was going to ask for more information, but at that, I won't for traumatic DeviantArt memories. Ras says, Logan should play Kirby Forgotten Land. I want to see him traumatized. Why is it really that traumatic? I have played some, like, whimsical Nintendo games before. Vera said, I'm actually preparing to get my master's degree. Okay, when that happens, we all have to call you Master Vero. And then if you get a doctorate, you'll be Dr. Vero. Vera said, Vero lore. Rast says, Vero lore goes wild. Oak says, unlurk, done looking longingly at Home Depot. Queen Katie said, Logan, it's only case 2. Would you really expect doubles in here? Maybe, you never know. It could happen. Maybe. Rast says, hey, Oak, how you doing from your Mario Kart tour Home Depot, referencing the meme of the drone flying through Home Depot? Huh?
Dustin Dose Poker is here.
Hey, Dustin!
Who also...
there's Boo also. Sorry, I think I talked over the first part of the Boo. Thank you for the 10 bits. See, Vera's already gone to sleep. Dustin doesn't like it when we do a shout out for him. So I will leave it up to you, Crystal the mod, if you want to do a shout out for Dustin. If you want to. I'm just saying you could. But Dustin, how are you? Josiah, that was earlier today. That's right, in the Z Diggity stream. It was, I just gotten home and I had like a few minutes before I was changing and going to the gym. And I got there and apparently timing was good because Z Diggity wrapped up a stream. But Dustin, how are you? Dustin, I'm like over an hour behind in chat. I'm scrambling to try and catch up. But how are you doing? Let's see. Magpie says, man, I do not remember this background from the original game. Oh, there's a Dustin shout. Oh, it's the Phasmophobia days.
Jesus! Fuck!
What?
God damn.
What the hell happened?
I'm in the basement. My wife just walked around and scared the shit out of me.
That's scary. It's a ghost game, and then suddenly you have a wife. That must be scary to have a wife. Must be so scary. But thank you very much, Crystal, for doing the shout out for Dustin. So Dustin, I will get to your comments soon. I'm scrambling to get caught up in chat. Let's see. Queen Katie says to Magpie, same. I wish I screenshotted it when I was here. It wasn't this detailed, was it? Queen Katie said, quick, Oak, do your favorite quote. Moonlight says, hi, Logan, hour mark 1:51:45. Just under an hour, 58 minutes. I'm catching up. Oak with a clip. Let me go ahead and post this clip in the clip viewer so we can all watch it together. This clip is titled, quick, someone post quote 253. Okay, so at least we know where we're at, sort of, in things. Let's watch this clip. Oh no. A hole. It's a hole. A hole? Could this be? Oh, What was I doing? I am judging my past self. That is why I waste too much time, because I can't just go, oh, what could this be? I'm like, oh no. Rat said, bro, is Beef Longa Logan's shadow? Apparently. Oh, does that mean I have to like learn to accept Beef Longa for who I am? Quick said, Keyboard Slam, were you doing this when I told you to post your quote? Lol. Quick said, that's the twist, Logan. Normal players would think the hole is behind the poster, but we are the Ace Attorney players. Of course it's the punching bag. Please, Pin. I just wanted the funny stuff. I wish the games would give you a warning if you're about to advance the story. It's like, don't click this yet. Magpie says, one time I lost a tooth, but the nerve under the tooth wasn't ready to fall out. If you want to know what the heck is like, I think it's probably, what heck is like, I think it's probably a start. That sounds awful. Quickie said again, I'm sorry, Logan. I'm the reason behind the tooth talk. Vera said, you passed it on to me. Quickie said, to be fair, Logan, if he had an alarm, I feel like it'd be triggering for the other inmates, maybe. But I mean, if they're already giving him like a fancy pants hourglass and apparently a punching bag, and don't mind if he digs tunnels out of there. Vera said, oh, you know what'd be awful though, is because he's right next door to Yana Yogi's cell with the parrot, right? And so the parrot would probably hear that alarm and just make that noise, and he'd think that he's done and he's not really done. It's kind of like, I remember going to someone's house once who had like a really fancy African gray parrot. They're like really intelligent, they mimic sounds great. And you know the sound when your smoke detector runs really low on battery and it makes that chirp every 2 minutes and it's so loud and annoying? Apparently that happened in his house and the parrot learned that. I would just make that noise. And it was awful and annoying. And I felt so bad for the family. Let's see, Vera said, oh, those pinned earlier. Oak said, Logan, you've killed like 70 babies. I haven't killed, we have witnessed that many die. Unless you count the ones that are just like little fluttering Cupid babies in Persona. Oak says, actually, no, wait, Persona 3 through 4, never mind, more like 300. Queekity said, I imagine Miles was one of those awful recorder players like most children back in the day. Now I got stuck in my head the recorder doing the Titanic theme. And there was Clam saying, flout me, daddy. I regret that message. Oh, well, no taking it back. Clam, you were literally a mod. You could have deleted it. Vera said, gotta show it off. Rast says, 2 hour mark. Okay, 52 minutes behind. I'm getting there. Oak says, it's a bit early for raid suggestions, but when Logan gets here, I'll probably be time. So the Atlantic. Now, have we raided Atlantic before? Because I know Atlantic's been part of this community for a little while, but I don't know if have we done a raid of Atlantic yet, but I'll copy that down nonetheless. Vera says, raid suggestion, LoganRobo. That guy always goes offline right when I do. It's so inconvenient. Oak said to Vero, I don't think we should raid that guy. He's scarily into Transformers and his eyes are mortifying. Vera said, man, didn't know he was problematic like that. I fear the children who are hyperfixated on LoganRobo. Now, don't worry, nobody's got a LoganRobo hyperfixation. Vera said, I'm so sick of the OIA cat? Oh, is that the spinning cat meme? Quigita said, I knew there was a catch to that, lol. Quigita said, about the audition thing, I was like, where's Logan going with this? That it hit me like a rocket. Okay, so that's right, I'm getting closer in chat. Oak said, Longa, you are beautiful. We need Logan to be hired for more roles, specifically requesting beautiful men with scary eyes and the ability to do the best voice of all time, Beef. I thought Maya was the best voice of all. I don't know, I would love to be lusted after, but I just have confidence issues. Magpie says, the thing about chaps is they're not supposed to have a butt. Oh, they aren't? So when people talk about like buttless chaps, that's just the way they are? Said they are by definition without a seat. They're just protective clothes meant to go over trousers. I didn't know this. This is news to me. Okay, so they're all like that apparently. Oak says, I don't think I've seen the compilation, but I love that clip so dearly. Aw, you can see it on YouTube, but it might be spoilers if you haven't played the game and if you're watching Nora play it. Moonlight said, there's nothing wrong with being shy, Logan. Well, thank you, Moonlight. I appreciate it. Sometimes I wish I was less shy, though. Queen Katie said, Logan, be careful. Someone just posted a Great Ace Attorney video in the Discord with a spoilery thumbnail. I'll let them know it'll be spoilers for you, but I thought I'd warn you. Okay, I will try and, I will just like, because I think I'm the only one who can like delete and edit messages, whatever. I will just try and avoid looking at it, so thank you very much for the heads up, Queen Katie. I appreciate that. Moonlight says, it's me! There was a pin message by Weedle. Queen Katie said, aw, cool, I see you fixed it. Thank you. Oh, that was the Great Ace Attorney thing, so thank you, Moonlight. Rast says, first dungeon down to my new Game Plus run. Feeling good? Nice! You beat up that Kamoshida. Here's the thing about Persona 5, though. You had, like, literal gangsters and murderers, but Kamoshida was the worst. Like, they peaked early in the hateability category. Rast, oh, I already read that. Oak says, to Vero, apparently Nora has only seen Korra and never seen Avatar The Last Airbender? How the F does that happen? It's like watching the ending scene of Persona game before playing the game. You know, I actually have a friend. My friend Alexis, when she reads books, wait, no, was it Alexis or was it, or it might have been my brother's friend Marin. I'm getting them mixed up. One of the two of them. Either way, okay, so it's someone I know. I am apparently besmirching one of their good names and not the other. One of the two of them has a thing where she will read like the last couple of pages or whatever of a book before reading the book, basically spoiling the ending for herself intentionally. And she says it's because she wants to make sure that it's an ending that she'll like. And if she's going to take the time to read the whole book to get to that ending, she wants to make sure she's not disappointed with the ending, which I guess has a certain logic to it, but I can never do that. Let's see, Vera says, how? Magpie says, yeah, cave divers are kind of crazy, and I've seen those memes too. Where are they coming from? I don't know why certain things catch on as memes and others don't, so I am as clueless as y'all. Queen Gita said, I love how they set this up so well, by the way, lol. By having Gumshoe eat the cake, he ends up making himself unable to fit in the hole. Good job, devs. Please pin hard. Queen Gita said, captions, why is daddy's ringtone? No, I was supposed to say, why is that his ringtone? I have noticed that as I've been streaming and making these mad dashes to read through so much chat, my enunciation has been getting worse and worse and worse. Oh, we got to where Patat showed up. Said, hi, Logan. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. You're probably already lurking then, Patat, but again, so good to see you. Oak says, F, he moved? Wait, what? Vera said, welcome in. Patat said, thank you so much. Said, I know, I'm sorry. I've been so busy. I've been lurking you when I can. Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you. It's so nice to say hi for once, though. Vera said, Shadow is broken again. Patat said, thank you so much for the shouty. Queen Katie says, timestamp. Oh, hang on. Vera said, cute. Timestamp. Queen Katie says, 2:18:38. I'm less than 45 minutes behind. I'm getting there. Patat said, ha ha ha. Yes, that was her. And dang, that was an old clip, lol. It's been a long while since I was a VTuber. That was adorable. Hearing that little baby noise in the background. Or small child. I don't know if it was a baby or a small child. I don't have that good of ears. Hang on. I got to breathe for a second. I've been talking so much. Whew, running out of oxygen, getting a little bit lightheaded. Rast says, I'm gonna go, but bye. Thank you so much for being here, Rast. You probably already left ages ago, but good night, bye. Oh, hang on. I see at the bottom of the chat, there's an Automod held message from Beowulf. Because the word viewers, we'll go ahead and allow that. There we go. But yeah, good night, Rast. It was good to see you again. Sometimes when we meet new people, I always worry that we'll only see the person for once. So it was good to see you back. Vera said to Rast, have a good rest of your day/night. Patat said, oh, that was pinned earlier. But yeah, going into lurk mode. Thank you again for the lurk, Patat. Vera said, take it easy. Beowulf says, add quote, the capital of Italy is the Catholic Church. Don't worry, I'm not that dumb. It's Vatican. No, isn't, like, the Vatican is its own unique, like, nation, right? Isn't it, I think? I don't know a whole lot about my dad was raised Catholic, so I have like a lot of Catholic family members, but I just know some stuff anecdotally. Vera said Streamlabs is a bit slow. Patat said, Vero, you're literally the sweetest. Thank you so much. Vero is awesome. Patat, you're right. Vera said, I got you. Hope to catch you again when you pop by. Crystal says, my leg is so itchy I can't. Well, Crystal, I tried to itch it, and then you're like, why is he scratching? There you go. Unless that exacerbates the fungus. Oak says, timestamp 2:22:22. I'm getting there. Queen Gator said, Oak, how could you pee on Simeon, my boy? JK. Oak said to Streamlabs, hey, why are the quotes making fun of me now? Queen Gator said, how was 104 only last year? Well, ever since we made Vero a mod, the frequency of new quotes has gone up exponentially. Magpie says, also, if you get into a vehicle crash and feel any... Oh, that was pinned earlier. Queen Gita said, oh, in an alternate timeline, this is what happened to Bronco, huh? Magpie said, just in general, my sister went to the chiropractor because she had just had a pregnancy. Something that the chiro did literally gave her a stroke? She was way too young to be having a stroke. Well, I think I mentioned before, my dad was a stroke victim. He had a massive stroke, left him severely debilitated, bedridden. Like he could still talk, but there was, some brain damage and confusion and things like that. And he eventually passed away a few years ago. But so I am so sorry. I have, that is awful. I would not wish that on anyone. I'm so sorry, Magpie. Quiggy said, no, ooh, hope your sister is okay. I do too. Oh, there's Hidden Hand with a little Edgeworth plush emote. Magpie says, my sister's fine now for the record. Okay, good. Oak said, this might be the farthest behind Logan's been in a while. Vera said, like 5 years. Oak says, goodbye, Vera, we love you. Crystal says, we love Vera. Vera said, nah, gonna do chores. We do animated earlier in the day, bye-bye. Queen Katie said, goodnight, puzzles. Vera said, goodnight, goodnight. Oak says, add quote, yay, we're gonna take pictures in a dirty tunnel. It's gonna look like a colonoscopy. Queen Katie said, well, he kind of did a little bit. Queen Katie said that one inmate from Ghost Trick must have been helping Rocco. Oh, the one with the big, tall, wobbly head. If there's spoons in the dirt, lol. Vera said, came back to specify earlier in the day equals noon for you guys. So, Vera, if I have like a day off, could that be when I watch with you guys? Vera says, add quote, yay. Oh, adds the quote. Vera said, okay, bye for real. Good night, Vero. You're awesome. Good luck with your chores. Oak says, good day, Vero. Quick Gate is at 2:35:35. I'm 25 minutes behind. We just hit the 3-hour mark. I can totally catch up. I can do it. Crystal with some raid suggestions. Let me copy these down into my text file as well so we can check all these out in just a moment. Here, wait, why is it not? There we go. Hang on. I'm copying them over. Thank you very much, Crystal. You are the MVP of raid suggestions. Crystal says, how do you poop on accident? Well, I guess they do call it when you go to the bathroom in your pants is having an accident. But I feel like it's probably easier for people to pee on accident than to poop on accident, let alone poop on someone's face like Oak was saying. Oak says, why is the name so accurate? I'm haunted. Wait, which name? I'm so far behind. Crystal says, I am cute height. You are crystal height, which again is the perfect height for a crystal. It's adorable. Bill says, pin this, please. Heroes of Olympus is Series 2. Trials of Apollo is Series 3. Kane Chronicles and Magnus Chase are spin-offs. Then you have Sun and the Star, which is getting a sequel. I feel like you might have explained some of this stuff to me before, but I got so confused. I'm sorry. Crystal said, an hour and 15 late. What? I know. I am so bad at this. But again, thank you, lurkers who have been inexplicably sticking around while I'm just reading chat. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. Oak said, my favorite chat headcanon is that Logan will play Fuga at age 84 and old Weedle will call him a puppy kicker. Weedle said, well, nap time. Good night, nap. It's late enough. Like, Weedle, we're in the same time zone. We're in the same state. If you go to sleep now, are you going to wake up from the nap? I guess just sleep well. Good night, Weedle. You're awesome. Bill said, also, Vienna is the capital of Austria, not Italy. I got Vienna mixed up with Venice. I'm sorry. But Vienna is the one with the sausages. So I'm sorry. Thank you for catching that. I appreciate it, Beowulf. Beowulf is always right, chat. Oak says, oh no, I would never buy speakers from Home Depot. The Home Depot was for a desk. Oh, there's Dustin, so I gotta be close to catch up because that was only like, what, 10 minutes ago? Dustin says, it's Logan. Oh my gosh, he's so pretty. Aw, thank you, Dustin. I wish that was true, but thank you. Crystal says, not the deviant art memories. Dustin says, I'm doing fantastic. What a Phasmo clip, lol. That's a good one. I mean, I guess it was the language is a bit much for an Ace Attorney stream because I don't think the Ace Attorney ones we have on the mature filter. But I think like even a PG-13 movie gets like one F-bomb, right? Oak says, why does autocorrect keep putting an also after my booze? I don't know. So that was autocorrect doing it? Oh, I thought you were doing that on purpose for some reason to make it seem like there was going to be more. Moonlight said, apparently we're going over tonight, just a little bit, but I'm going to catch up soon. Hope you're having a good night, Logan. My day's been blah. FYI, it's me doing the Duolingo quest with you. Well, you've been doing great. Because I was like, crap, this is either Moonlight or Nora. And when I saw it, I didn't realize the quest had started. And so I was just doing like one lesson a night. So then last night I saw it and like, okay, so I got to do a bunch of these. And I sent you like a double XP thing. And so I was glad to see though that it's going well with the friend quest. Oak said, I don't think we've ever raided Atlantic. Okay, good to know. I could be wrong about that because I don't keep track of these things, especially if it's like a community member, because I don't want to like show heavy favoritism for community members where it's like we're gonna raid the same person over and over again, unless it's someone I know like IRL. I've done that a few times to Z Diggity, but you know, we talked about this before. Rast said, hey, should I ask here, what should I call my Phantom Thieves group? I need suggestions. Also, I am streaming. I'm the worst person to ask. We ended up calling ourselves in my playthrough the Robos. But then after that, every time it showed up on screen, I'm like, that is so cringe. I had wished I had just stayed as like the Thieves or something. I did see a clip somebody posted on social media recently where apparently if you take On's suggestion, I don't remember what her suggestion was, but if you take On's suggestion for the team name and put it in, you get a bit of unique dialogue where On is like, oh, you like my idea? And Morgana's like, well, if Lady On likes it, I say go with it. Are you sure about that? Crystal says, Heartbreakers to Rast. Oak said to Rast, are you playing Royal? If you're you can name your group the Diamonds. Oh, that's what I was talking about. That was her suggestion. And On will mention you used her name. There you go. Rast says, I am playing Royal, yeah. Oak says, add code, I have a friend. There is more to it than that. Bill said, they're more on a higher end of viewers, but there's also incentive if you've rated Quattros. Wait, what's the incentive? I'll copy that down so we can go check it out. So now we've got like plenty of raid suggestions for in a little bit. And Crystal adds the quote, darn it! Bill said, by the way, if you're wondering what the incentive is, he writes a song of your choosing anytime he's rated. That actually sounds familiar. I feel like, no, we rated someone who was doing a karaoke stream and was let like the head of the raid, whatever, choose the next song. So we did have that. So maybe that's what I was thinking of. But okay, let's read some more. I gotta be close to catch up in chat. I gotta be close to catching up. Oak says, holy crap, Logan reading chat so speedily he might actually be able to end stream at a usual time. We're a little bit over, but we're getting there. Rast says, right. Crystal says, doubt. Queen Katie said, I'm so EP, help. Oak says, it's true, Logan, you are pretty. You mustn't deny it. I just feel like if I was pretty, I'd have like girls showing me more attention instead of being weirded out by me. I'm just saying. Crystal said, let's raid Atlantic. So have we never done Atlantic before? Moonlight said, FYI, Logan, the duo quest is now done. Hey. And I sent you a boost. Thank you very much, Moonlight. Thank you for finishing the duo quest then. Yeah, because I think last night when I did the quest, or the lessons, I think there was like 2, 3, maybe 4 the most. So it was like, yeah, we were going to finish easily. So thank you very much, Moonlight. You get a high five. Rast says, yes, I chose Heartbreaker. The limit on letters are short. Hang on, I gotta breathe for a second. Whew, sometimes I talk so fast, so much, I forget to breathe. Again, thank you, lurkers, who've been sticking through with this marathon catching up in chat. Crystal says, oh man, Rast. Crystal says, but Heartbreaker, let's go. Crystal says, go Logan, you close. Quickie said, thank you for the very digging scream. Crystal said, thank you for the poopy stream. There we go, 3 hours, 6 minutes, and 37 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night, yeah. Okay, so we're going with the fewest number of viewers. That would either be Atlantic or, there's a VTuber playing A Date with Death. Looks like that's a dating sim where you're dating death, I guess. But Atlantic is playing Cyberpunk 2077. So I guess if we haven't raided Atlantic before, now's as good a time as any to do an Atlantic raid. So let's go ahead and do that. First, before I do all that, let me give y'all lurkers the rundown on everything. And by the way, I did update the schedule. So the schedule command is now accurate and updated. But yeah, if anyone's lurking here or on YouTube, our schedule, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternated between this, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, and Metaphor Refantasio. However, this week, Friday, is canceled. I have a conflict tomorrow, so no Metaphor tomorrow. We will still have Ace Attorney on Sunday and Metaphor on Tuesday, so be sure to check all that out. I'll go ahead and do the raid command here then, so there's that. Also, I'm sure someone else has already posted, but here is a link tree with a Discord invite link, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff. I'm going to copy that over into YouTube as well, because it looks like we do still have a couple of lurkers there. So feel free to make use of that or ignore it as you see fit. It's just there. Like, there's no pressure. I know that some people don't like certain social media platforms, but feel free to make use of it if you feel so inclined. Let's see, Bale said, reading order for Percy Jackson is Percy Jackson, Heroes of Olympus, Trials of Apollo, Sun and the Star. Then you can read Kane Chronicles between Percy Jackson, Heroes of Olympus, and Magnus Chase between Heroes of Olympus and Trials of Apollo if you want to. There's also more supplemental reading. So big franchise. I didn't know there were so many books. I think you mentioned that a while ago, how many books, and I was surprised by it. Magpie said, good night, Logan. Crystal says, yippee Atlantic Raid. And Quickie said, see y'all next time for some fun not dying times with Mantis. Well, unfortunately, that's going to have to wait till Tuesday. But yeah, nobody died. Queen Katie. Bill said, bye, Logan. Queen Katie said, oh, sure, you turned off slow mode right as I wanted to post that. Lol. Oak said, good night, everyone. Queen Katie said, good night, y'all, though. Crystal says, Rast says, good night, Logan. Oh, there. Okay, I'm still caught up. I love and appreciate you all. I hope you all have a wonderful night. It's been so fun hanging out with you. Sorry I got so far behind, but have a great night, everybody. You're all amazing. Have a wonderful Friday and Saturday. We'll see you on Sunday for more Ace Attorney, and then Tuesday for Metaphor. Enjoy the raid. You're the best. I don't deserve you. You guys are so amazing. Have a good night. Chris says, hee hee. Rast says, oh yeah. Quickie said, oh yeah, next time be more Animal Fun Times. Moonlight said, good night all. Enjoy the raid. Good night. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. And for those watching the VOD or over on YouTube, good night as well.